Sup nerds, welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 34. I am Sean, and I'm joined with Chris and Brandon as always.
Alright, sup guys, this week's Omni4Game recap. We go over our locals as always. We hit up some new top 16 decks. We go over the set review for BT16. Why is the set really bad except for one card? And then comment questions. We talk about what you guys send us, and make sure you guys send us more comment questions. These are getting really good. So if you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.
First topic, locals recap. So I did the worst. Since it's the last week of the format, I memed a little bit and brought Alter S Turbo. Round one, I played against... What did I play against round one? Do you guys remember who I played round one?
You're the one who sits there with the Carfax, like, loaded up. Like,
how did
Caleb?
I forget?
Hunters? Was it Hunters?
Oh, it was Hunters. Okay, thank you. I was thinking that was round two for some reason. Round one, I played against Hunters. I Alter-Est game one. I didn't really see good cards game two, and then I Alter-Est game three, so I won 2-1. Round two, I played against Bagra Army. Same exact thing. I won game one very easily. I Alter Bead and blew up all of his tamers when I swung for game. Game two, my hand was basically unplayable. Almost the majority of my hand was level 6s and level 7s, and then I had one playable card. Like with every turn I had one playable card, and the rest of my hand was 6s and 7s. His hand wasn't super awesome, but it took him a while to do stuff, but I still never drew into any kind of combo or anything really good. And then game three, I Alter Bead for lethal. Same situation. Round three, I played against Brandon playing Melga, and he definitely cheated and stacked his deck.
Dude, game
He
one
was
nasty.
all night.
He opened Gabu X and Garu X. I'm pretty sure both games. Like a
No, it was only game one.
filthy, dirty cheater. And I would have had to open the nuts versus him since he opened the nuts in order to have it be competitive. It was not. Our match was over in like 5 minutes maybe.
Yep.
And then round four, I played against Chris playing D Reaper, and he won the die roll. And I guess that's all that really matters. He won game
Mine's
one.
over.
I won game
100%
two,
win rate.
and then he won game three.
Is it?
He
Chris,
won every
is it?
game he went first.
Yes, all night, every game I went first, I won.
You're wrong.
100%.
You're wrong.
Nope.
I'm assuming Brandon is referencing a game that he won from you.
Brandon, you
I
won the
literally
die
won
roll.
game one. He goes, I'll go first, and then I won game two.
Did you 2-0?
Well.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
he
2-0'd him.
No.
I don't count
Well,
your match,
100%
though.
of
Your
the
match
time,
is
60% of
trash.
the time.
Well, it definitely matters versus me because I don't have removal for Gatekeeper. So once it hits the field, unless I Alter B and can blow it up with Alter B's effect, when I attack, I can't get it off the field.
It wasn't even Gatekeeper. You know who the real problem was?
No, it was Gatekeeper.
It was
100
Digimon Emperor.
Oh, yeah. I lost game one
Give him
because
his
Chris
credit.
opened Digimon. I actually would have won game one just rookie rushing him because I opened a bunch of rookies, and I probably just would have lethaled him with them. But he opened Digimon Emperor and played it like on turn two, and it slowed me down immensely because I basically never promoted my rookie in Raising Area because he kept choking. He choked me to one literally every single turn after he played Emperor, so I could not promote it. And I didn't have level 4 in my hand to Evo on top of it to promote it the next turn.
So you're telling me that maybe there's some credit to running a memory setter in that deck.
No,
I'm
you're
just
still
trolling.
you're still wrong. Yeah. Don't get me started about your choices. So I went 2-2, which is as expected. But I wanted to play a fun deck since it was the last tournament of the format.
Ultras also does really good on the channel.
Yeah, I enjoy playing it and people like watching it, so I figured it was a good call for the last week of the
They're here for
format.
this.
Yeah, they just like the way you do that.
I got to do that several times, so that will definitely be going up.
The way Caleb was doing it, Sean sitting there like
Caleb was killing me. I looked over. Caleb was playing Ragna Tribal.
his card.
And he picked up his stack and then just laid it out one at a time on top. I was like, dude, Caleb, you are killing me.
So like Sean said, last week of the format, we all but a certain idiot played meme fun decks.
According to
I
you
played
guys, my deck is dog water, so
It is, but it's semi-competitive. So
Semi-competitive,
I
so.
played D Reaper because we talked about it last week. Like, what can people do against that deck? They have no levels. Nobody can
Yeah, what
touch
does
Mother.
Numamon do against 2 gatekeepers?
Yeah, like, what do we do? What answers this? I guess nothing. You just have to kill them before they can get Gatekeeper established, and before I can get enough searchers underneath Mother to Reaper them.
It's
So,
truly a time bomb deck.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So the only match I lost all night was against Brandon, who was playing Garu, and
He sacked you
he
game
just
one.
killed me. Yeah, he
Game one
sacked me
was
super hard.
biggest pro tag moment. So
Yeah,
I had AJ over my shoulder. We're both like going through my turn, where he's not like helping me or anything, but we're like jaw jacking, talking, and I'm going through my process, my turn, and I swing for the final time, and he has 1 security left.
No, you
And
sacked him. You sacked him because he had a gatekeeper on the field, and you had the one of promo wear to even be checking his security, and you checked like 3 or 4 security that turn. And then you Omni-X'd him on the last swing,
which was a gatekeeper,
to trash the last security, which was another gatekeeper, which would have immediately locked you out of the game and you would have lost.
Yep.
Thank you for spoiling everything, Sean.
If it had been anything else, if it had been in any other place in security, you would have immediately lost the game on the spot.
Yeah, I would have lost on the spot. But
you were leaving out the part where the gatekeeper was like could have been any of those other checks leading up to it. That's why I interrupted.
It was irrelevant to the rest of the story.
It was super relevant. It was in there, and if you had checked it at any point before that,
I was talking about the one on the field.
Yeah, there was one on the field as well.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Yeah. So anyways, Brandon got super lucky, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played round 2. I played Hunters. Again, I won 2-1. I won both games going first. Again, all of his stuff is level based except for the Omni Shaman, which can just blow up my smaller bodies, which I don't really care about anyways. Digimon Emperor also came in handy that game.
Yeah, he had to Evo and Raising.
Yeah, he has to Evo and Raising, which slows him down immensely. Let's see, round 3 I played against...
I mean, Quartz sucked in that matchup, but I feel like you could just swing over it. No, I mean, you'd have to hard play 2 dudes, and then he has to suspend the correct one, and then he just doesn't swing?
I'd have to...
If he puts Quartz on the field and leaves it unsuspended, I think Chris loses.
Yeah, I'd have to get enough searchers underneath Mother to make Pilates big enough to kill it. That's my only way.
Or, hear me out, you hard play like 5 searchers and then just slowly...
Searchers can't attack.
No! I forgot about that.
Yeah, Chris tried to swing at my security with a searcher last night, round 4, and I said,
I swear,
have you been doing that all night, Chris?
No.
We need to check
and he said, why? And he picked up his searcher and read it.
Oh, wait, yeah. Can't attack. Anyways,
we need to check the Carfax on that.
Pilates would have to be big enough to kill it. Because Quartz is 15? So I would need 13 searchers underneath Mother.
What does Pilates do?
You can suspend it and delete a Digimon on the board with as much DP or less as it.
Oh, okay.
So it'd have to be 15. So ended up winning that one 2-1. Nothing really too crazy. The deck's super boring and very one-dimensional. So it's not like
doing one thing.
I mean, it's a crazy meta call. The only deck I think you absolutely get stomped on is maybe Deva's, because as soon as they hit Fanglong, they can just nuke your board. Because the only thing it doesn't touch is the Mother.
Yeah, but that's the important one. Them nuking your board doesn't really matter.
You can get rid of gatekeepers. You can do all sorts of stuff.
I mean, I could see it because there's no way for me to get rid of his stuff. And if he just has a couple other 4 sovereigns on the board, the Fanglong's just me checking for a bunch of damage and trashing security.
I feel like you're probably faster than that deck.
Yeah, it would. I agree. I think
matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mirage having access to Zudo and Full Moon would be able to answer your gatekeepers, but you could just put it on the field again.
Put it on the field
just
again.
replay
Yeah.
it. So and then I already went over round 3, right? Oh no, round 3 was against Caleb and Pure Ragna. That was fun. He had no answer to gatekeeper, so once that got established, it was just kind of
He was
If he would have had promo Zuba, I think he would have been a pretty okay spot.
He would have been in a much better spot.
Yeah.
Because he
Just
could have
raided
outed
over
your
mother.
mother, but he was not playing it, so he did not have access to raid.
Sad.
So
Mhm.
I don't know. Could he have? Because once I have 5 mothers, we're crash or 5 searchers underneath mother. Aren't we crashing?
It doesn't matter.
As long as it's off.
He would attack into you. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Searchers under your
Oh,
mother?
never mind. I'm sorry. The DP boosts are only during my turn.
Even if he crashes into you, it's worth it for him because it just completely
Yeah,
resets
yeah.
you.
Completely
I agree.
resets you,
Anyway, so I ended up winning that game, and then like Sean said, we ended up playing. The games I went first, I just ended up winning.
Yeah, I lost $1 when I was Ogre.
Yeah, it was Jover.
Mhm.
Digimon Emperor put in work game 1, and then game 3, I think he was just missing. I think you were missing a bunch of pieces because you started to try and rookie rush me down again.
Mhm.
And I know once that starts to happen, I was like, okay, he's in a bad spot, so I have to like turbo searchers underneath mother, and then just play gatekeeper as soon as I can.
Yeah, the Kreska-Garurumon bot deck effect came up a couple of times because I was able to bot deck 2 of your searchers every time I went into it, which was really nice. It slowed you down a little bit, but it ended up not mattering enough.
Oh, Christ doesn't care about level? Isn't it just like
play cost.
DP or something like that?
It's play cost.
Cool.
The
Oh,
inheritables
that's
level based. The on Evo effect is play cost based.
Oh,
Brandon,
nice.
this isn't fair. I think your wife is in the kitchen cooking bacon.
Yo, close the door so you don't smell it.
I can't help it.
Oh,
I want to smell it.
It's too late.
I don't know, buddy, but
Until, like,
it
dinner.
smells like bacon.
It's bacon.
Oh, might have had some leftover from the last set of bacon we bought.
Dogs don't know it's not bacon. Did you know that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, tell us about your
I'll
night
be-
playing Melga for the 100th time.
Boo.
Yeah, so I got first. You know,
Boo.
they can sit there and do their thing all they want. Got first. I beat all 3 of them. I beat Chris.
All meme decks.
Ben beat himself.
Ben beat himself.
Let's be
but
clear.
Indeed.
A dub is a dub. All right, so I beat
Ben
Chris.
beat himself.
Round 1. Get out of here with that. As we already talked about, beat Chris in the first round. I high rolled super high game 1 with the OmniX, and then game 2 I just out aggroed him before he could even see a gatekeeper, which was pretty good. Round 2 against Ben. Game 1. I was just a super aggro. Like, I had my stack built really quickly, and he wasn't playing against starter deck 16 Garu. Like, he wasn't, like, trying to avoid it. So I was just popping his Gatos for free. So he wasn't able to, like, blast Evo on me, for example. Game 2, he out-aggroed me, which is really dumb because I had to waste 6 memory on my first or second turn. So I Evo in the Raising draw. He went first, that's right. Which, it was hilarious because he hard Evos into Pillowmon in the Raising, draws, and then goes, oh, of course, hard plays the Pada. And now I'm like, panic. He saw the Pada. It's not in his Raising area, but I can't remove it. So, I'm on a clock. So for me, I'm looking at my opening hand, and it's like, okay, this is playable. All I need to do is see like a level 4, and I'm kosher. So I go Evo in the Raising, draw. It's another level 3. All right, feels bad. Matt for 3. No level 4. All right, cool. Didn't want to draw those cards anyway. That's fine. Hard play another level 3. Nothing. Okay, this was a waste.
Indeed.
My turn's over. So I lost that game pretty handily. Game 3 basically boiled down to Ben forgetting. I had given my level 5 blocker because I had built it all the way up from a level 3, the BT16 Gabumon, and he negged it by 7k. but he was 9K, so I still had 2K left.
Math, yeah.
And he swung with Serafi. That's what gave it the -7. Checked my last 2 security, and then just turns his Kudamon sideways and says, "Game?" And I go, "Block?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, he has blocker." So he doesn't do any takesy backsies. He just puts it in the garbage and goes,
Yeah,
"That's
Ben's a
on me."
man. Even when we're testing, I have to like convince him to take back stuff when we're just going through stuff, and he's like, "No, dude,
Yeah.
I'll just."
There was a couple times against Caleb where he was just like, he just straight up would forget stuff, like, and I'm like, dude, just take it back. I don't care. We're just messing.
Yeah, it's like you
this
lose
is just for
anyway,
fun.
dude. It doesn't matter.
Who cares about
that's
this
good.
right? So, because earlier
Cares
he
about
had-
any week.
Yeah, earlier he had added a rapid, the original rapid BT6, no
BT8.
BT7.
BT8.
Is it 8?
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
okay,
wrong
whatever.
twice. How's it feel?
Twice, yeah. Crazy. Yeah, because that's the O2 kid set. He added it back to his hand, and I saw it, so I knew he had it. So all he had to do was Evo into it.
Did he have enough memory?
Yeah, he wouldn't maintain turn if that's
That's
what
still
you're
just what outed your body.
It would have outed my body. So what I would have had to have done is promoted my Gabumon, warp evoed it into the Melga, and then just prayed he couldn't kill it.
Yeah, so long story short,
So-
Ben was rushing his turn and
Yeah,
didn't think
and it
about
cost
it
him.
and lost to himself.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the next round, Brandon.
Sean, I beat him 2-0. He couldn't alter
Boom.
S, and it took us 5 minutes. It was super Jover.
I went like an hour in between playing Digimon between rounds 3 and 4.
Yeah,
Because
especially since the table behind us
went into time and because we don't do the 5-minute thing, we just do the turn thing. It took them with like 10 minutes in turns.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Because Ben was just so done with the night after round 2.
Yeah, I think
I
Ben
don't-
just punted round 4 after losing to himself round 3. I think that's why he lost round 4.
Yeah. No, it was round 3. He lost to me round 2, punted round 3, then I can't remember who he played against round 4.
Mel, he punted
I
against
played-
Mel.
No, that
round
was
four.
that was round 3. I'm misremembering the
was it?
order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I played
All
against
I know
Mel
is
round
that
4.
all I know is that Ben was super upset and dejected after losing to Brandon, and aren't we all?
Yeah, good. Let me soak up them tears. I
Okay,
heard
what'd
Chris
you play
crying
round
through the
4?
walls the other day. Do what?
What'd you play round 4?
Mel, Bagra.
Oh, okay.
He's still playing Bagra. I mean, it's Bagra. It's still Bagra. I just go swing, and he's just like, all right, cool. Game 2, there was a moment when I was debating between 3 cards to play, and like the thought process, because you guys told me to shut up because I was just out there just
Oh yeah,
actively
you were talking out
myself.
loud.
Yeah.
If I do this, I can do that. But if I do this,
I was considering Death Xing while I had a suspended level 5. Just to
No,
force
because
him
what
to
you'll do
deal.
is you'll turn your card upside or upright and then digivolve and then not draw, not pay the memory and go, actually, let me do this instead.
It's not
That's
even
what you
I did.
like to do. Brandon, I literally watched you turn your Garurumon upwards, do this, and go, wait a second. Fully show the card, set it down. You haven't let go of it yet, so it's okay. Pick it back up and go,
actually,
Yeah. Anyway, not illegal. So anyway, I wanted him to have to spend resources outing my board. But then I was like, why would I do that? So I just swing for his last 2 checks because I have the promo underneath.
surprise,
So I have a
surprise.
suspended level 5, and I was like, okay, Death X to clear his board, Full Moon to bounce the threat, or do I just Evo into the Melga and stun it? Like, he has a retail in the raising, but I didn't care about that. I just want to make sure he couldn't, like, lethal me. So I was like, alright, this gives him the least amount of memory, so we'll Melga, stun his dudes. And it's so funny. Because he does his big play. He takes, like, 3-4 minutes just doing his thing. Clears my dude off the board, and I'm like, yeah, it's free. Kind of whatever. And then I just promote Gabumon. And I go, alright, any blockers? He goes, yeah, he's a blocker. I'm like, alright, cool. I just lay the blue plug in on the board and I go, swing for game.
You're so over exaggerating how that happened. You said any
Riveting.
blockers. You go any blockers. Mel goes, yeah, 1. And you go, okay, promote, blue plugin, swing, and it was game. It was Jover.
Yeah, it was
He
joking.
didn't say, yeah, that one. No, he just said, yes, that
No,
one.
he was pretty excited.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Brandon,
you were excited and you're like projecting.
Brandon, you even told me in the car ride home he knew you had the blue plugin because you checked it. He checked it as
forgot.
security and added it.
Yeah, he forgot.
Anyways, so Brandon got super lucky all night.
Undefeated.
Takes an hour and a half on his recaps because he remembers every damn scenario and situation. Jesus Christ!
I take notes, unlike you.
I don't need to take notes, Brandon. No one's that in depth about locals. It's a recap, not a story.
Anyways, moving
What a
on.
recap is.
For Brandon starts talking about it again.
Damn it! Why couldn't Ben just come through for us?
I know, right?
That'll be if that game was recorded, that would probably be the first ever potato counter.
What?
I was saying if that game was recorded and you were to post it as content, him swinging with the level 3 would be the first ever potato counter.
Oh, I mean, if I actually implement it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would. All right. Moving on to top 16 deck list. We have 2 tournaments to talk about. Core TCG's May Online. What?
I said 2 tournaments?
Yes, dose. May Online Ultimate Cup. This is the one that Ben and I played in last Saturday. Let's see. So we had 3 Mirage.
I'm sorry, is that 2 Royal Knights?
2 Royal Knights made top 16 somehow. 2 Armor, 2 Luga, 2 Nume, 1 Mega Gargo, which is bunnies, 1 Red Hybrid, 1 Leviathan, 1 Leomon.
Yes.
And then 1 Marcus Hybrid. Very weird.
What the heck were you guys playing against?
Nobody.
You know what this
Everyone's
is?
done. Everyone's done with this format.
It looks like this because Sean was so busy throughout the entire day beating every Mirage player.
Yeah, I mean, I played 3 of them and I beat 2 of them.
Listen, everyone's done. Everyone's done with this format. They said, let's all play something fun, and this is what you get. Because starting after next week, it's gonna be nothing but MagnaX.
Matthew, 16th place, Marcus Hybrid.
Not playing 5 Tamas with full 4 Ukos.
Yeah,
Brave.
I disagree with the not 5 Tamas. I'm not sure what your 5th Tama would be.
You're playing a hybrid deck, so it's not super necessary, but yeah.
I guess maybe Yokomon from BT11 would be your 5th
That's
Tama
what I
here.
would use. Because you have 8 red Tamers that could proc it.
Yeah.
Digimon Emperor.
Yeah, 2 Digimon Emperor. That's really good meta call. Trident Gaia's to out. What's his face? Yeah, Fanglong. Venusmon, always good top end. Yep. Congratulations.
That's like his only top end.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically like a champion rush deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have... What were you going to say, Chris?
I don't know. I thought I saw something pop up that wasn't what I thought it was.
Oh. Damien, 15th place Nume. This is the purple base. Playing the defeats.
Double Judgment. Pretty standard.
2 HJs. Ignitemon. That's an interesting choice.
I think it's more removal.
Yeah, it's more removal that also lets you blow up your stuff at will, which is cool. So you can like trigger your platinums after they swing. You can trigger your defeats too if they're on the field. I guess that was the theory in there.
Yeah, no, I like the Ignites.
Yeah. Congratulations. I still think Black Base is superior, but then we have Joseph playing Armor. I played one of these Saturday.
Yep, pretty standard.
1 pillow.
Hold on. Hold on. Why not just play 2 pillows?
So you could have a
playing 1-1.
HJ.
No.
HJ.
Okay, I guess, but isn't that the same with pillow?
I mean,
Pillow's yellow.
If you have both of them on the field, it's more colors.
I know, but that just...
Also,
I mean, how
also
often do you think
Lydramon
that came
can
up?
Evo on top of Pomamon.
I know, but how often do you think that came up? Where he's just like, I got multiple colors for Heaven's Judgment like this, by having the pillow and the
Obviously,
home.
it got this high up.
I see no reason not to do this, considering it can come up. Like, there's no real punish for this.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree. I just think it's
not like he's
awkward.
evoing either of them in the raising.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Like, the only downside of playing the pillow instead of double Pomu is you can't evo Ligdramon on top of pillow. But
yeah.
if you have these
you can't evo Magna on top of Pomu.
This is like a real.
Yeah, so I mean,
this is a real rush deck. Like, he's only playing one Magna top end.
Yeah, this is I'm gonna run you down, like double Fire Rocket and stuff. He's not playing any Awakenings. Like, he just wants to kill you as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Congratulations. Then we have Quick Prepare playing Mirage. I wonder if this is the person I played. This name sounds familiar. I think this might have been the guy I lost to.
That's Mirage.
It do be Mirage. Yep. Checks out. That's a Mirage deck. Congratulations. Then we have 12th place Austin playing Nume. What base is it? Superior base. He's playing the Agu X. Let's go.
No Cool Boy, though.
No Cool Boy. Playing Ruin Mode. Agreed.
Merciful Mode. Agreed.
Yeah. I agree with not really playing the Quartzmon, because, like, it's... The current top decks, I don't really think it does very well against, except for maybe, like, Red Hybrid. But even then, if they warp into Emperor, they can blow up the Quartz, so, like, it doesn't really do much.
Yeah, Red Hybrid does not care about Quartz.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps you from killing them for a turn, but, like, I feel like Venusmon accomplishes the same thing, and you can't out it.
Yeah, but, I mean, if you just warp into Emperor, you pop it, and then you just kill them.
The next turn, you're suspended, my dude.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot a lot of these people do not play, No, I mean... No, yeah, you're right.
I know. Congratulations. And then we have another Mirage, 11th place, Eugene.
Yep.
Playing 5 Tama. Let's go.
Dang. Real trend bucker right there.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations. That's a Mirage deck. Then we have Brad, 10th place Royal Knights. What the actual F?
Curious. So curious.
This is relatively...
It's just me, or am I not seeing any spice?
This is relatively standard. Yeah, I don't see anything crazy. I guess the Magnas...
The Examon.
I'm also seeing he's playing an Examon, which I almost never see this deck play Examon.
Yeah, Examon sucks, dude.
Does it? It's in this list.
It's as a one-of. There's not even a guarantee he saw this in games that he won.
It's like, also, if you guys notice, it's the OG Examon. It's not the Royal Knight Examon.
Oh, it is. It's still kind of mid to me, but...
I mean, I guess you could technically DNA into it if you got the right cards, right?
You can. After you Omni, you can DNA into it for, like, extra swings.
After Omni, yeah, that makes sense, but... It's a one-of. I mean, it's kind of cool.
Does it have to be after extra swings?
Yeah, it's...
Or after Omni? I'm after Omni.
Digivolve.
Read this card.
That's right, okay.
Read this.
Okay.
King Drazel.
Yes, I forgot.
Breeding, your turn. All of your Digimon can't Digivolve.
Yes.
Maybe he didn't have a Jesmon GX lying around. He's like, I gotta get my deck list posted.
Yeah,
he's got 3 Galantmons. He's got a Jesmon GX.
Yeah, Jesmon GX is so fun to play in this deck, but I mean, I understand.
Clearly not. He's not there.
I mean, it's fun to play in the deck, but there's people that play that version and people that don't play that version. I like that version better because you can, like, kill them without even going into Omni, but it's probably not as consistent, although maybe. But congratulations. Then we have another Mirage. Chung Man, 9th place. This guy's playing the Demi V that gives you an extra 1,000 DP.
An extra copy of a Mirage. He's playing 5 instead of the usual 4.
You mean 6 instead of 5?
Yeah, my bad. The numbers were wrong, but the thought was right.
Yes, the words you said before the numbers were correct. The numbers were just super wrong. Yeah, that's a Mirage deck. Congratulations. Then we have Justin in 8th place playing Mega Gargo Bunnies. Let's take a gander here. See if... Interesting.
It's a lot of
What is up with
tamers.
that Thomas split?
Yeah, that's what I said. Interesting too. I don't really understand the Thomas split. I feel like it'd be 4-1 either way. I don't know why you do a 3-2 split here, but you know, whatever worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good.
I'm surprised he's not playing a full 4 copies of this Rapidmon, since it answers your Mirage matchup, which is arguably your worst matchup in the meta.
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder if that's what cost him. Yeah, congratulations. Then we have, I lost my place, Anthony, 7th place Lugamon, which was surprising. It's a good deck, but like it kind of has bad matchups versus a lot of the meta decks.
I mean, it looks pretty standard.
2 proto forms.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people talking about that, so you could Evo for cheaper. The card above the proto form is the only one I'm seeing that's like, oh, hey, what's that doing here?
This is probably to answer the rookies that keep you from playing stuff by effects.
I agree. Because if you don't have the level 3 Luga, that's actually a really good secondary answer.
Yeah. Is he... He's a Dark Dragon, so he has no...
No, once you can't like search him, you can't play him.
Yeah, the protoform's interesting, letting you Evo for cheaper. He's also playing Cerberus X as a 1-of. That's interesting.
Makes sense.
Some pretty interesting techs. It's definitely some stuff I've never seen in Lugamon. Congratulations. Then we have Ryan playing Leomon. What happened, dude? 6th place. How'd this happen?
Oh, yes, Mega Gargo. That's what happened.
This is not... This is like... What is this?
This is like green...
Is this green gotcha?
Yeah, this is green gotcha.
Yo! Green gotcha. That's actually exciting. That's pretty cool.
100% what this is.
Yes, it is. The Koromon gave it away. I recognized that as soon as I saw it. I'm surprised he's not playing the Izzy and Mimi that lets you Evo into the top card of your deck.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely green gotcha. This is really sick.
I gotta see some of his games with this deck.
Yeah.
Well, here you go, Chris. Take a picture. Then
no thanks.
That's really funny. Yeah, I feel like this is...
play against MagnaX with this.
Calling this Leomon is definitely misrepresentation. This is literally green gotcha. Congratulations. Very cool deck, Ryan.
Really breaking the mold. Love to see it.
Yeah. Then we have Miguel 5th place playing Leviamon.
Well, that's why he won right there. You already know what card I'm talking about.
With the 3 Raremons?
That's another good reason. But no, I was talking about the card right there. Your mouse was almost on him.
Ruin mode.
No, right above it. No, I'm just kidding. I am talking about the ruin mode.
Yeah, it's relatively standard as far as like the stack-based version.
Yeah. Yep.
I definitely agree with this over the proto forms.
A lot of people were talking in the comments about why the proto form is played. But,
I understand the theory behind it.
Yeah, I understand the logic. I don't like it in practice.
Yeah, because if you draw it after you've evoed into level 5, you're like, cool, I can't get my Levi X effect.
Feels bad.
Yeah, congratulations. Then we have another Luga, Dorian, 4th place. It's so weird, all these different decks, and I played against 6 blue players all day.
Right.
This guy's also playing a 1-of proto form.
It's pretty similar to the last list, but he's not playing Growlmon. He is playing the proto. He's only playing 1. He cut his training down to 3 to play a mist.
Yeah, random mist. I wonder if he just couldn't find a 4th training, because it just seems really random.
Yeah. I also don't like the random milling in that deck. It just doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
If you mill anything that's not a level 4, you're just like, ah.
I mean, he is
Just
playing
like you
Fang, so it's not the end of the world if he mills a piece that he
Yeah.
needs, but still.
It's like you mill 2 like really good cards, like you mill Death X and you mill like an Analog Youth, and then you draw the level 4, and you're just like, ah.
Yeah. I legit think this guy just couldn't find his 4th Wisdom training. Like, this just that's what that looks like to me.
Still, good deck. Like, it's still a fun deck to play.
Yeah. Congratulations. Then we have Ernesto playing Armor. 3rd place. Kind of wild considering Mirage is so prevalent.
Man, he maxed out on Uko Louie, and he's playing a random Joe.
Yo, he is playing BT14 Joe. He's playing Gesomon, Kumamon. This guy also strips sources.
Yeah, small source strip engine in there.
He's playing 7 ace cards.
Man, he said, I want you to swing at me.
Yeah, he said, I want you to do it. Hit me.
Hurt me!
Hurt me.
This is the guy who got to play against all the Devas while you were struggling against all the blue decks.
Dude, for real, I wish I played against a Deva player. Congratulations. Then we have Michael, Royal Knight 2nd place. What is happening, dude? What year is it? Let's see what we got
It's
here.
almost the exact same deck list. He's got the 1-of Examon, but his Tamer lineup's just... Oh, he's playing Ice Man too.
What the hell?
Who even... That's the... Okay, click on it so I can read that properly.
Do we even have that card? What the hell is this?
It's an RB card.
Yeah, it's RB.
It's a card I've read and been like, this is so weird. Like, there's a meta for it, but I don't think it's this one, but maybe I'm wrong. So it's start of your turn. If your opponent has 3 or more Tamers in play, gain a memory. And then all turns when an opponent plays a Digimon must spend his Tamer, gain 1 memory if it's a level 4 or higher, and draw 1 if it's a level 3.
Okay.
A Numamon?
I guess that's what it's for. And then against random matchups that have a bunch of Tamers.
Also, like against Deva, you're always drawing.
Armor?
Yeah, I guess Devas you're gaining a memory with Devas.
Is it? Oh, level 4 or higher, that's right.
Yeah, the way it's worded, it should say or draw 1 if it's level 3, because it's either or. Because obviously, unless they play 2, I guess.
Okay. Sure. I can't say anything. This guy got 2nd place, so obviously this card came up.
I've read this card before, and like I've thought about like it probably will eventually see play at some point, just depending on the meta, but I did not think it was this one, but
I didn't think it would be now.
Yeah, I did not think it'd be now, but worked out for him. Double Emperor, double Hakudo. And then he's playing 4 of this Magnamon, which is interesting.
Wasn't the other guy?
No, I think the other guy was playing 2.
Oh.
No outs to
the rookies.
Floodgates. He was just like, hey, dude, if you got it, you got it. Like, people don't play those cards anymore.
Or maybe he just Omega high rolled and was just like, hey, let me just hard play Omnimon because I have 2 more in my hand.
I mean, it's actually not a bad meta call because most decks aren't playing the play cost reduction rookies, and that's the one you actually lose to. Because
like Solarmon.
Yeah, because you can out
Gatsumon.
You can out the ones that keep you from playing by effects with your guys that you just play for cheap.
Play cost one though.
Yeah, the play cost one, this deck just hard loses to a play cost reduction guy. They're just like, yep, you got it. I guess we'll go game 2 and see if you draw it again. But congratulations. Then we have William, 1st place red hybrid. Let's see if this is
exactly what we expect it to be.
Yep. 1 out.
He was smart enough to play the 5 Tamas.
Yep, he was playing 1 out to Fang.
Only 2 Atomic Infernos feels a little small.
I feel like this is the correct ratio because you can brick on this.
Nah, man, you gotta max it out. You gotta play 4.
Spoken like someone who's bricked on it multiple times.
Yeah.
He's playing the 1 Garudamon Ace.
Cool.
Yep. Congratulations. And then we have another tournament. TAC May Online Regional. I can't read. Let's see. Breakdown. 3 Mirage, 3 Nume, 2 Security Control, 1 Deva, 1 Vaccine, 1 Hunters, 1 Armor, 1 Belfie, 1 Shine Gray, 1 Jelly, 1 Red Hybrid.
These last few tournaments have been wild. People are just like, all right, we're tired of Numa.
16th place Numa. Well, the issue with Numa is it has such a bad matchup into Mirage, and Mirage has so much representation because of that. And Mirage has a good matchup versus Davis, too.
Yeah.
Black Base, let's go. This is Wesley.
Cool Boy.
He is playing Cool Boy, yep. Yeah, see, I agree.
Maxing out on Uko, but only playing 1 Louis.
You only need the Louis for game shot. You're not playing it.
I get that, but he's also only playing 4 Tama. Maxing out on Uko. I mean, you hard play a lot of stuff, so it's not like a necessity, but
I feel like it actually, like, it's probably pretty rare that you'd run an Atama based on my experience playing the deck, to where, like, I could understand you just playing 4. Because I think unless you're playing against Security Control specifically, or maybe Vaccine, you probably will never use your 5th Tama or miss it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Then we have Jackie Chan playing Red Hybrid, 15th place.
I didn't know he played this game.
I didn't either.
I'm sorry, what is that next to Blitz Omni?
Yeah, that is a Serious-Mon Ace.
What?
Okay.
That is interesting. This guy blows up 9k on player when Digivolving.
Okay.
Interesting choice.
Maybe it's just so like he could Evo into the Aldemon, which he's playing 5 of, which I disagree of. Just so when he swings with the Aldemon, like, and it sits there, you can just be like, haha, surprise.
I mean, I think that's what the intention was. That is an interesting ace to choose, though. I guess it's just lack of better options. Obviously, there will be better options in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wild.
Then we have Jellymon, Alessandro, 14th place. Let's see what we got here.
It looks like a Mirage deck. Oh, I'm sorry, a Jelly deck.
Yeah, it is a blue deck that just swings at you repeatedly.
He's playing a lot of Tamers in this one, though. I'm noticing he's playing like 7.
I think you have to in Jelly to get a lot of your stuff.
I think the ones we saw last
so
week was we're only doing 3 and 3 on 2 of them.
Well, it's only 1 less.
Yeah. It's more split, though.
Congratulations.
Marching Fishes is kind of crazy, but...
Yeah, that is an interesting tech. Matthew, 13th place in Nume. Let's see if it's purple or black. It is black. I agree.
No Cool Boy.
No Cool Boy.
And no Agu-X.
Yeah, he's playing 2 Chikuris, 2 Chews, 1 Pillow. Yep. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. He's playing the 5 Tamas.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Thin, 12th place Shine Gray. Let's see what version it is. I'm sure it's burst mode. Oh.
Oh my. Is this a first ever Ruin Mode Turbo?
This looks like almost an exact copy of my deck list. This is literally Ruin Mode Turbo. He must watch the channel.
Hey, if you're in the comments, let us know if this is you so we can give you some praise.
Congratulations, representing Ruin Mode Turbo. This is literally like...
Yeah, I think this is your list.
Like, he's not playing the
Almost.
BT4 Koro, which I've honestly never needed. So I understand not playing it. But, like, this is basically card for card like the last update I put on the channel. I think the only difference is... Is there a difference?
Not that I can see.
I don't think there is one.
No, because you don't play Rise X, do you?
He's not playing Rise X.
No, I'm saying you don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, see, I think this is an exact copy.
Yeah, this looks like...
No, because I think at one point, didn't you bump up the other Shine Greymon to 2?
I did, but I didn't do it in the deck profile.
Oh, okay, then yeah, this is your exact list.
Yeah, I think this is my exact list.
Because you don't play the trainings anymore, you swapped over to the memory boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like almost your exact list, if not the exact list.
Yeah, yo, representation. Congratulations, Thin. Ruin Mode Turbo.
Good job doing what Sean couldn't.
Yeah, good job making people not play the game. Screw them. If you are watching, comment. And we have Ethan playing Belfie. What is this? I guess this is good versus Devas.
I mean, I guess. Or maybe... Would it be good against Numa? I mean, he's playing the Ruin mode, so...
I guess it would be good versus Numa because if they don't kill you, your Belfie just blows everything up.
Yeah, and then the 3 Emperors.
Oh yeah, 3 Emperors.
So if you're playing against a purple-based Numa, they're just never promoting.
Mm-mm.
The moment you get more than one of those on the board, it's over.
Yeah, they literally just have to hard play stuff to play the game.
Vilemon, random, but, I mean, he's there.
Is this good versus Mirage? I mean, I guess you can stop a couple of their attacks, but...
They can't bounce or do anything against the Belfie sleep mode. And then Belfie rage mode's gonna come out and just wipe their board if they didn't kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they can probably just ignore it. Like, oh, cool, you stopped 1 attack, but have you tried stopping 6 attacks?
That's what I was thinking. Like, can Mirage just ignore it and just try to clear security? But he is playing 3 Gifted Darkness, which
yeah, he's playing removal.
Yeah.
Maybe he actually beat Mirage. I mean, it's possible.
I mean, it's
also, you got to think about it. Belfait keeps a small hand 9 times out of 10.
Oh, yeah, true. So they're never gaining a bunch of memory off their effects. That's a good point. I'm sure he played at least a few. In my experience, I played 3 in 8 rounds. I'm sure he played a few. Congratulations. Then we have Aiden, Speak of the Devil, 10th place Mirage.
Oops, Mirage.
That is a Mirage deck.
Full Metal. Instead of Full Moon, he's playing Full Metal.
Yeah. Someone I played against the Ultimate Cup was playing this card, but I just don't remember because I played 6 different blue decks. Congratulations. Security Control, Daniel. Let's see what we got. See if this guy's playing... Okay.
I mean, yeah.
This is
Avenge Kidmon Lament Engine to make sure he doesn't deck out.
Yeah, this is relatively standard from what I've seen. Double Revelation.
Looks like he's basically maxing out on removal. He's just not playing Wyvern's Breath.
Yeah.
He's got the Lonky and the Chaos deck and the Hell Scythes.
I like maxing out on your removal, but I mean, obviously this worked out for him.
Yeah.
The random 1 of Holy Wave. I'm curious what the thought process was.
I do think it's kind of weird. He's not playing Memory Setting Kari. That's usually such like a standard card you play in this deck.
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot, but he's also playing the TK and Karis.
The TK Karis, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations. Then we have another Security Control, Sai. 8th place. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Interesting that he's playing the Harris Mons, but no tacticals. I guess he's just if it goes in security, it goes in security.
He's not playing the Avenge Kid combo, so he's definitely not trying to deck himself out.
No, this looks a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I mean with the Gallant, the Quantum, the extra level 4 or level 3s. I mean,
yeah.
The one Zeph is kind of weird, but I mean, hey, Hybrid for Game is a real thing.
Yeah, she's playing 4. Yeah. Congratulations. Then we have Hayden with Nume. Purple base.
4 Zwarts.
Yeah, 4 defeats. I'm telling you.
He's not playing any other tamer but that girl.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, not even 1 Louis. Personally, I think I'd cut 1 copy of Zwart for a Louis.
I would cut all of them and not play the purple base, but that's just me. No Venus Mons, I've noticed. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really helpful versus a lot of decks. Mirage, the Mirror.
I mean, I wonder if this guy's just hell-bent on just rushing. Just rush.
He's
no
like,
thought.
I'm going to have defeats in my security. Buckle up.
Yeah.
Then we have Chailoon, Alan, Armor, 6th place.
Alan.
Alan. A couple HJs, Nice Wall, Megadeths, Protoform.
Only 2 trainings.
I don't really understand the Protoform.
Probably just go to MagnaX for a little cheaper.
I mean, yeah, it's literally only thing to do in this deck, but like I don't understand the reasoning for it.
I mean, if they out it, you can add your piece back, and then also you get a free recovery. So I guess that's that.
Yeah,
it's a cheap Evo and some recycle power. I mean, that's what I'm looking at.
You know what? You know what it could be? Because you're gonna get the recovery off the MagnaX, and then if you have the black-blue Magna also in that second it dies, you can recover that into security, right? Or no,
the Protoform goes to security.
The Protoform does. And then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it either.
It worked.
It's just Evo for cheaper.
Yeah, interesting. Congratulations. Then we have Slade playing Hunters, 5th place. Interesting.
I mean, yeah, if you're not expecting this deck to come up, and like, look at those techs. He's playing ADP and what is that card called? Congo.
Yeah, Congo.
Mm-hmm.
Playing a Siakomon.
Oh, weird Sakuyamon. Okay. 2 quartz, pretty standard. I mean, I'd probably play more in this deck, but
I can understand. Like, if you're not expecting the mirror or like a bunch of hybrid decks, I can understand not wanting to max out on quartz because it's not very good versus a lot of decks.
Yeah.
I'm just in the current meta. Yeah. Congratulations. Definitely a wild card. And then we have another Mirage, Joseph, 4th place.
Whoa, no way.
It's a Mirage deck. Congratulations. Then we have Teak Y Lu, 3rd place Vaccine. Let's take a gander.
See how it compares against Sean's. He's playing Quantum for starters.
He is.
You know, with how many level 4 Rapids he's playing, I'm surprised he's not playing Mega Gargo.
Yeah, as like a 1 or 2 of, because he's maxing out on his Rapids, and he's playing a gold Digimon.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just sit on it, and then your opponent's like, alright, cool, I can just swing at you, and you're like, Mega Gargo, and you're like, oh, I have been punished.
And then they cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The Tama split is kind of weird for me. I don't really get the 3-2.
Both the choice and the split. Yes, I thought that was interesting. No Gatomons.
Is that an Odin's Breath over there?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense in this deck.
1 Lonky, 1 Odin's, triple emissary,
1 HJ.
1 HJ, and 3 physical.
Alright, I guess. You know, you do you.
The Ukomon's also interesting.
Only 2 Angelomons as well.
Yeah, 4 Magdas, 2 Angelomons. 4 Venus. Yeah. Worked out for him. Congratulations.
Wonder how many games Ruin Mode won for him. Just going to Venus and going to Ruin after that.
Yeah, that won me several games in my experience. But I'm playing 2 Ruin Modes, so I saw it more often than he probably did. Paul, 2nd place Deva. Tree Mothers.
Trey.
He's still playing
Merciful.
1 by him.
Playing the Bayumon. I do love how the picture they used for the deck was just the 1 Gen A.
Was it? Oh, it is, yeah. The one.
I saw that stupid mustache and I was like, ah.
It's arguably one of the best cards in the deck, despite most people playing only like 1 or 2 of it, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, it really opened our eyes once that we all noticed. I think the comment in one of the videos mentioned it's a you may.
Yeah, I don't know how we missed that for so long. That it was an optional effect.
Yeah, crazy.
Reading's hard, dude. Congratulations. Then we have Eduardo with Mirage, 1st place. Let's see if this is a Mirage deck.
Yep. Whoa, no way.
That
He's playing 2 Hammer Spark.
Yeah, double Spark A. Congratulations. Alright, BT16 set review. Starting off, we have Poromon. When attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has 2 or more colors, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 2,000 DP or less.
Trash. Why did they print it?
We're going to be saying that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna try and defend this card.
Okay.
But at least it can.
I thought you were about to. It sounded like you were gearing up.
At least it can. I'll give because people will try and defend this card. At least it can like spot. Yes, because at least it can spot some like level
Floodgates.
3s, I guess. Yeah, floodgates. But even I think most floodgates are like 3,000, aren't they?
Some of
them. Some are 2, some are 3.
Yeah,
It
so
depends
at
on
least
the
it can
floodgate.
do that. But there's so many better red Tamas you would play.
Yeah. Bad. Demivimon, all turns. While Digimon has 2 or more colors, it gets 1,000 DP.
The redeeming
Again,
factor is it's all turns.
This is a 5 for you, right, Brandon? Because it's like the Sunamon from BT16.
No, because the deck you'd play it in doesn't need it. Because if you're playing it in Imperial, you're probably going to have jamming. And if you're playing it in Armor, you have MagnaX.
Yeah,
The Sunamon
this
was
card
actually...
sucks, but I thought your rating would be
No,
higher.
the Sunamon was actually needed in the Garu deck.
Was it?
Because it was an alt... It's like a permanent... Like, not permanent, but... It was... Yeah, because they hit the jamming. You know, I need DP.
Was it?
Yeah, Sean, because that one Gabu can give itself blocker and it needs that extra 1,000 DP, damn it.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, Upamon. Opponent's turn. While this Digimon has 2 or more colors, it gains blocker.
That's okay, alright. I mean,
Still bad.
blocker's still pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it can come up. Again, there
Yeah.
are better Tamas to play, but
It's okay. You can.
I think
say
it's better. I think it's better than the other two.
Stop being the level 2 defender, okay?
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm
that card
saying
sucks,
it's
dude.
better. It's better than the other two.
I think all of them suck.
Yeah, they're bad.
Even in decks where you're playing Upamon, I'd much rather just play the old draw one when you have 3 or fewer
Yeah, I
security.
was about to say, I'd rather just have a draw.
Yeah. Minomon. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, if this Digimon has 2 or more colors, gain 1 memory. It's all turns.
Also bad.
Yeah, this is incredibly meh for me. Christopher,
I mean,
do you want to defend this?
I'm not defending any of these. I'm just trying to help the comment section understand what we know.
Let them.
We know.
Let them.
No, let them defend it themselves. They don't need help.
That's algorithm engagement, Chris.
Card
Let them do
sucks.
it.
Doraemon. All turns once per turn when another Digimon with blocker is deleted. Gain 1 memory.
Oh
This
my
is-
god, when another Digimon... This is garbage!
This is laughably bad. This is objectively the worst Tama out of these, and it's hilarious because it's the black
How do
one.
we print cards like Balmon, and then cards like this get printed after it?
Yes. Multiple sets after it. The fact that
Guys,
it needs to be a blocker.
But guys, you don't understand.
It can't even be itself.
You guys don't understand.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
The way
we don't get it.
The way the deck works.
Yeah. It doesn't. It
These
does
are
not
new
work.
cards. They're better. These are new cards. They're better than the old
Gotta be.
ones.
That
All right.
must be better.
Immediately after that, when Kupimon on deletion by trashing 1 card in your hand, gain 1 memory.
Why don't you just play Demimera at that point? You're getting better hand advantage.
I mean, this is at least a guaranteed memory gain as opposed to the Doraemon.
I could see this having some usage in decks like Belpemon, where you don't want to refill your hand. You just get an extra memory.
Yeah, it would keep your hand down, which is what you want.
So normally we do like score ratings for all of these cards. So for 1 through 6, they're all just 1s.
Yes. The
All
Doraemon's a
are
0.
Yeah, he's a 0.
Doraemon's
Doraemon
unplayable.
is just-
That's so bad.
If you pull a Doraemon, even in pre-release, just don't even put it in your deck.
Yeah, just don't even bother. All right. This deck is such a jumbled mess until you get to like the secret rares. Hawkmon, evils on top of Poromon for 0, otherwise green or yellow for 1 memory. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your other Digimon is played or Digivolves, if that Digimon is yellow or has the free trait, gain 1 memory, inheritable when attacking, once per turn, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon.
I mean, okay, if you're playing Sylphie DNA, I mean, you're playing this, but outside of that, pretty mid.
They like
I do like how it's played or Digivolves.
it sucks,
Instead of
dude.
just being one or the other, it's both.
It sucks, man. Like they
Agreed.
tried to archetype lock all of these cards so hard that they just made them very, very bad. Like this set has a bunch of issues with these cards. Or I have a bunch of issues with these cards in this set, I should say. Do you have anything to say about this Hawkmon, Chris?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Aquilamon, Evo's on top of Hawkmon for 2. Otherwise, green or yellow level 3, level 3 for 3 memory. Has jamming for some reason. On play, when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. Inheritable when attacking once per turn. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon.
I think the reason why it has jamming is because their idea is, oh, attack with this, and then like you can DNA, and it'll be like restanding. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It's just interesting that it's a green-red card that has jamming.
Whatever.
Card
Okay.
sucks. Moving on. Lynxmon. Evo's on top of Godamon for 0, which is another level 4, so that's interesting. Raid Armor Purge. Oh, Evo's on top of red and yellow level 3s for 3 memory. When digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn.
All right, Sean, before you say anything, this card is quite literally only good in pre-release, and it's only good in pre-release if you pull MagnaX, because he has armor form.
Oh my god, he does.
There
Good
are,
eye.
like,
I'll keep that
6
in mind if I pull a
cards.
MagnaX.
No,
and
me and Chris
Strider.
talked about this before the pod.
yeah,
Me and Chris talked about this before the pod. There are 6 level 4s in this set that have armor form.
Ooh.
And if you pull MagnaX and any of these level 4s, it's the only way for MagnaX to be as OP as it can be in
Yo, if you
pre-release.
get that, you literally just win the pre-release. You just have to
You
see
just
your
win.
MagnaX.
It's just over. So this has usage, but after that, yeah, bin.
So-
put it in the bin.
I will say, all of these cards are going to be very fun to play in the pre-release. The issue is, they are just so bad. Like, if you try to build them in their archetype, like in this meta, they're not playable if you're trying to be competitive. Yeah, they're going to be fun pre-release cards, though. All right.
Finally, a good card.
Yeah, now we have a good card, unfortunately. Hellugermon. Evil's on top of level 4 with SOC trait for 3, otherwise red or purple for 4 memory. Has retail for no reason. End of your opponent's turn. By deleting this Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP, and then on deletion, you may play one Lugamon or AG from your trash without paying the cost.
Now, this does not replace OG Helluger. It is not that good.
Mm-mm.
But it is at least better than everything else we've seen in the set so far.
Yes.
So,
I don't know if you'd even play this.
I don't. I would
think
not.
I think the other soul that is also in this set for some reason is the card you actually put in the deck.
Yes. It actually replaces your old level 5.
Yeah.
That one's just mid.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's just like it's too. The fact is end of opponent's turn, meaning they can just out it on their turn by bouncing it or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you could give it blocker and have a blocker retail guy on your board, but okay.
Meh.
Yeah, it's a bag of meh.
Yeah. The old hell that we have is significantly better than this card. Then we have Garudamon X Antibody. Evil's on top of Garudamon for 0, otherwise level 4 red for 3 memory. On play, when digivolving, you may return one red Digimon card from your trash to the hand. Then if Garudamon or X Antibody is in this Digimon Dissolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. Your turn once per turn. When a red Digimon card is returned from your trash to the hand, one of your Digimon gains Rush for the turn. On deletion, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack inheritable.
Okay, so at least you'd be able to proc the on deletion with the
Yeah, it doesn't seem that bad. You know, at least it has a lot going on.
I had a thought while you were reading this. Do we have an X antibody for Biomon and Birdramon yet?
I don't think so.
So we're
I'm
just
not
jumping straight
sure.
to
I don't
level
think so.
5?
Yeah, I think we're just getting Garudamon X and Phoenixmon X in the set, but I don't think we have X Antibodies for those
Bird
other
and-
two cards.
See, I think the thing that's cool about this, at least you can just like hard play the Garuda Ace, and then just like digivolve into this, give it Rush if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can.
And
do
then
that.
doesn't one of the Phoenixes have Blitz? Or am I misremembering?
I don't
Does
remember.
Phoenix have what?
Blitz?
The X antibody might have Blitz.
No, I don't think so.
No.
The new one
Okay.
might, yeah.
Yeah, this is. I would say this is like a 3. You obviously
Yeah, it's
play it
like
in the
this-
archetype.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's better
good
than
in
the
first
Hell
deck.
Lugermon.
Oh yeah,
at least-
absolutely. The Hell
Yeah, at
Luger
least
this
one
one
is
will
not
be
even
playing
making
its
it into
archetype.
your deck list. This is actually going to be played in that
Yeah.
deck. Then we have Sylphimon, DNAs with a red level 4, yellow level 4, and has Partition, red level 4, yellow level 4. When Digivolving, if DNA Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP until the end of their turn. When Digivolving / when attacking, not once per turn. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. And then Inheritable is Partition, red level 4, yellow level 4, which I will read this just so everyone knows. When this Digimon with one of each specified card in its Digivolution cards would leave the battle area other than by one of your effects or in battle, you may play one of each card without paying their cost. It has to have exactly both in the sources in order to trigger Partition.
Meh. Partition seems so mid.
It seems okay. The issue is these decks I don't think are going to be good enough in the format.
To warrant it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine in like a few sets they give like an Examon Partition. Alright, cool, you get 2 level 6s out of it. But getting 2 level 4s out of it's like, okay.
Yeah, I think there's level 7 in this set that also has Partition with its level 6s.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so Examon with Partition wouldn't surprise me.
What's the go? Scroll up a little bit, Sean. I want to read the Intilimon or the Aquilomon again. It just deletes something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I guess if you go into this and then like hard play the Inquilimon, I don't know. I don't know what their idea is with this deck. Whatever. Like it seems cool. It just seems like this would have been good. Like what? Like 3 or 4 sets ago.
Maybe
Something
even
like
further.
But like I
Alright,
said,
let's get on to a good card.
this is going to be a very fun pre-release. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let's get on to a good card.
All right,
You already know
Valk
what I'm talking
Ace. He's on top of Sylphimon for 3, otherwise red or yellow level 4s, or red level 5s for 4 memory. Obviously Blast Evos. On play / when Digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 5,000 DP for the turn. All turns once per turn. When a card is moved from a security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, this Digimon gains security attack +1 until the end of your turn.
Hey, it's pretty good.
This card is super nasty. You can play it for free off Lord Nightmon. Obviously, it's a level 6 ace, so like you can just have level 5. Your opponent swings, and you're just like, hey, ruin mode your board.
Yeah, sorry, bruh.
Sorry, bruh. You can also just play this and then Evo into ruin mode and minus 10k on your opponent's board.
Well, I mean, doesn't his effect only last until the end of the turn?
It does, but if you 10k someone's
Oh, you're
board,
saying-
it probably
Yeah,
clears
yeah,
it, and then they're minus 5k on their turn.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. This is a 5 to me. This card's kind of insane.
No, there's only one 5 card in this entire.
No, that card's above a 5.
Yeah, that card breaks the scale, dude.
No.
That card's broken.
Okay, but it's not even comparable.
If we were Dave Meltzer, Chris, he's a 5. MagnaX is a 7.
Is a 7 in the Tokyo Dome? Okay, all right. I can agree with that. Sure.
I had to speak his language, Sean. I'm sorry. I know you didn't get that.
Yeah.
I did not. Yeah, very good card. I
Very
was
good,
excited
very
to
good.
use this until Ben started bullying me with MagnaX.
Damn it, Ben!
I mean, you're definitely going to play it in locals.
I will play it at locals.
You guys will see content of it, don't worry.
Yeah, you will see that card, but competitively, I will not be playing that card most likely. Then we have Goldramon X. Evo's on top of Goldramon for 2, has Raid. Evo's on top of level 5 red or yellow for 5 memory. When Digivolving / when attacking, not once per turn. You may use one God Flame or one option card with the 4 Great Dragons trait from your hand without paying the cost. All turns this Digimon gains all the effects of Goldramons in this Digimon's Digivolution cards.
Oh, okay. I was kind of weak on it until you got to the all turns part. Because you can
I
turn it
knew-
into the one that spawns the tokens and stuff. That's good.
Yeah, and the one that just kills people.
I knew
Yeah.
the moment you said Digivolve for 2 on top of Goldramon, I was like, these effects better be good. because like most X antibodies are either
Or
0 or 1,
Yeah.
but 2, that's crazy. So
I mean,
like
he
his
raw
effects has to be
dogs
good.
5. God.
If this thing could, is there any DP boost in that deck? Because if there is, like maybe this could, I'm not gonna say compete with MagnaX, but it has raid naturally. So if it could get big enough, it could like at least
I don't
attack
think
over it.
I don't think it does have DP boost.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And there's no way for them to target the MagnaX. So it's just like,
You can target it.
okay, you can target it, it will be unaffected. So
Yes.
there's no way to target it.
This is cool because you can use the 8 cost 4 Great Dragon option for free. And if you evo
Yeah.
this without passing turn, you just can put 2 of them on the field, which is pretty nasty.
That's pretty nasty.
The issue is this is going to be in a format with MagnaX.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we have to think about that with every card because it's just like, what do you do against the card that's going to dominate your format?
You could bring this to locals and at
Guess
least have
I'll
fun,
do
I
it.
guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
you definitely could.
I'd give it a 3 because of that.
I would give it a 3 as well. I think it's going to be good for its archetype.
Yeah. If it came out like a set or two ago, I probably would have given it a 4.
Yeah. Phoenix Mon X, it does have Blitz.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's
Okay, so I think the whole plan is you can like hard play the Garuda, digivolve into the X antibody, and then go into this, and then it'll have Blitz and Rush.
Yeah, Evos on top of Phoenix Mon for 2, or Evos on top of Red level 5s for 5. Your turn, while Phoenix Mon or X antibody is in this Digimon Digivolution cards, add End of Attack to all this Digimon's on deletion effects.
Oh my god.
On deletion, you may play 1 red Digimon card with the avian, bird, beast, animal, or sovereign other than sea animal in one of its traits, and with 11,000 DP or less from your hand without paying the cost. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to the DP of the Digimon played by this effect.
Okay. I'm starting to see why people are hyping this up.
Yeah, it seems cool. This Digimon's design is really weird to me.
Yeah, why is it like
It's like a
not
woman,
wearing
but
clothes, but
like
it's
into
like
a
wearing
bird.
clothes?
Yeah, it's really weird looking. Like there's like these look like arms, but they're the wings, and like I'm seeing like armpits.
What's
Does
this
it
do
have-
against Magna?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Okay, so
That's the neat part. It doesn't.
gotcha.
This is a good card for the archetype.
Yes. I can see why people. I agree with Brian. I can see why people are like, "Hey, I want." Because people always like get hyper focused on one deck, and they're like, "We want this deck to be good," and that's the thing of card games. Like, that's just how it is.
Sometimes it ain't in
People
cards, literally.
Mhm.
People want this bird deck to do good. They do. They just like, hey, we just like with what's it
Numa?
called? The
Took Numa
Not
a
Numa.
while.
no Gamamon. They want that
Oh,
deck to be
yeah.
so good. Same with this bird deck. They want this deck to work. And I can see why people want to see it played. But it's just like, what's the point when MagnaX is just gonna put its big old foot down on its throat?
Yep. I'll give
Still
this.
seems cool.
I'll give this a 3 though. This definitely seems really good for the archetype.
Yeah.
Patamon.
A lot of these, it's obviously a very archetype specific set. Like none. I don't really. You can't really play any of these cards except for maybe like a 2 or 3, maybe 5 in like other decks than its obvious archetype.
Yeah, they locked these cards into their archetype for the most part, which is
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
The
once
issue
we
I
got
have with the
closer to
set.
the end, but I think the problem with this set overall is its rigidity, and if it did not have MagnaX in it, this is probably top 3 worst sets.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I remember looking at this set before I've ever tested MagnaX, and I was like, the only thing I'm excited about is the Valk Ace. Everything
Yeah.
else I don't care about.
I'll
But
give them this.
This
All
to me
all
screams
the
better
arts,
set.
all the arts on the cards are like
Nice.
awesome though.
Yeah,
I've
they
always
are.
loved all these.
I
all
think
these
this will be
arts on
one
these
of my
cards.
favorite pre-releases because we have a bunch of DNAs, we have aces. Like, I think it'll be really fun. Until someone shows up and they're like, "Hey, I pulled armor forms in MagnaX. Go ahead and
Get
give me first
really
place." Yeah.
Your win condition at that point is they don't see the MagnaX. It's
Yes.
insecurity.
Yeah, it has to be insecurity. Then we have Patamon. He was on top of Tokamon for 0, otherwise yellow or black for 1 memory. Start of your main phase slash
Yo,
on
So he can't
play.
even Evo on top of blue.
All of the rookies are like that, dude. It's stupid.
Why?
He can't even Evo on top of blue unless it's a Toko.
Yeah,
What
it's
is-
really
Oh,
the
my-
way they design these cards makes no sense to me. It's really stupid. They did their absolute best to lock these in their archetypes.
Okay.
Sure.
If it's your turn, one of your Digimon may digivolve into a level 4 Digimon card with the Angel or free trait from your hand with a digivolution cost reduced by 1. Inheritable when attacking, trash the top Evo card of one of your opponent's Digimon.
It's garbage.
You know what? It's got a reduced digivolution cost, and
trying to dope
it's source strips. Just
Just
source
give it-
strip the armor form from Magna. Duh.
It's
Give it
unaffected.
Yeah, it's unaffected.
No.
Just keep
You're not
giving
affecting
this
Magna.
thing-
You're affecting its sources.
Sure, that's how that
keep-
works.
Yeah, that's how
Yep.
that works. Tell that to Mother D Reaper too.
Yeah.
Just keep giving these cards their glizzy goblins they deserve, Chris. Just keep doing you.
I'm comparing it to the cards in this set. Okay. At least it has a reduced digivolution cost.
Pretty sure they all do, but okay, man. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of
And
them
the
reduced,
Armon.
the other one reduced the on play and the win digivolving. So
Yeah, it just gained you a memory.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. Comment section. I'm trying.
Vmon.
I don't think they asked you to.
Yeah, no one asked you to do that. Eva's on top of Demi V for 0. Otherwise, green or purple for 1 memory. If you'll notice here, that's neither color of this Vmon. Your turn
What
makes
are
per
they
turn.
smoking?
When one of your other Digimon is played or digivolves, if that Digimon is green or has the free trait, gain 1 memory. Inheritable, your turn this Digimon gets 2,000 DP.
You know what?
You know what? Whoa.
Imperial support.
Whoa.
We got it.
This actually
Yeah,
is,
no,
unironically,
it is.
probably your third
Imperial
rookie in
support.
Perpetual.
We're
Here's
here,
the
boys.
thing. I remember seeing a lot of these cards, and actually a lot of the Vmon and Wormmon cards in this set actually work better in Perpetual Dramon than they do in their own.
Yeah, I remember that being a pretty big meme when the set was first being revealed. People were like, "Oh, Perpetual support, rise up!"
Yeah, it seems like they deliberately released the support with both decks in mind.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is absolutely wild.
I think the blue-green one is still going to be better, unfortunately, just because of how it functions, but they definitely did give
Right.
support to Perpetual. Then we have X Vmon. Evil's on top of Vmon for 2, otherwise green or purple for 3 memory.
God damn it. Can't even Evo. I was
Has-
gonna say you can't even Evo on Wormmon, but I guess you technically could because Wormmons are usually green.
Typically, yeah. Raid. On play / when digivolving, one of your Digimon can't be deleted in battle until the end of your opponent's turn. Your turn, this Digimon gets 2,000 DP inheritable.
How you raid into your Digimon and activate my effect? He can't be deleted.
Yep.
You're still smaller. Okay.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
Oh, God. What a meme. Angemon. Eva's on top of Patamon for 2, otherwise yellow or black for 3 memory. Blocker. On play / when digivolving, unsuspend one of your level 4 or lower Digimon. Inheritable when
No.
attacking, trash the top source of one of your opponent's Digimon.
Okay, yeah, move from that card. Do I see what the next card is, and do I see that it has jamming as an inheritable?
You do.
Why?
Because they
Oh
wanted to
my
give
God.
Mirage a little buff.
Yeah, Mirage needed the buff, dude.
The Angemon is a whatever. Okay, cool. It does
Alright.
exactly what the Patamon does as blocker. Okay. Oh my god.
Alright,
Why are we
so-
giving Mirage more
so
jamming?
not only is this
Why?
Mirage support, not only
This is
is
also
this,
Chris.
this
This
is
is sneaky support.
this is Grace Nova support, Chris.
Oh, okay, I'm in.
So it evos on top of a level 3 with Nightclaw / Light Fang trait for 2 memory,
What?
or
Because you
blue.
don't know the lore, Chris. You don't know the lore.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't
know
either.
lore.
Or blue for 2.
To be fair, I don't know the lore either.
None of us do. When digivolving, both players draw the top card of their decks. Then, if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, or if this Digimon has 3 or more Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory. And then the inheritable is jamming, and it has Nightclaw
Okay.
in its traits.
Here's the thing. You have to play max copies.
Of the other level 4s.
Max copies of the other 2 level 4s.
And that
They are
leaves
so
you
important.
that leaves you level 4 slots.
Yes, I agree, but the thing is, we need another level 3.
Well, guess what? You're getting one in BT17, I think.
Slowly but surely. Damn it.
I
No,
wish they would have
actually-
split Walt's rest like that.
No, you're getting one in this set.
Oh, is there one in here?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
getting another level 3 in this set.
Yeah, I remember what it
okay.
is too. Okay, you scrolled
Yeah.
down and I saw it, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's that."
No
guy.
spoilers. I don't want Chris to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an Agumon. It's that Agumon. I remember. Brand told me about it. Okay.
Oh man.
This card's pretty good. It's one of the playable cards that we've seen so far. I'd give it a
Yeah.
3.
Just because it's actually playable in 2 different decks, and both decks actually enjoy having it.
It's 100%, unfortunately, just really good Mirage support, and that deck
Yeah.
doesn't need support.
Listen. I know we skipped over, but I like the Angemon art. That's all I like about that card.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the set's arts are really cool, but the words that are written on the cards are not that good.
They have like a very how do I want to put it? Kind of like a comic book look to them. Not comic book, more like
No, I see what you're.
they're smooth. It looks super smooth.
Yeah,
they're
smooth
very.
brain,
They're,
I
they're not
gotcha.
like. Yeah, I was gonna say like the MagnaX we're gonna get to later. It looks stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Togemogumon. This isn't one that has armor form. Okay, I'll keep this in mind. These are all common so
Yes.
far. That's really good.
Yeah.
Like all of them. What they are is they're the alternate armor forms of the Digimon from the O2 kids.
Okay.
So whenever you see their whenever you see their Digivolution requirement, they are a different form of armor for that Digimon.
So you know how the kids in the original series had like crests, and they all had like Tai was courage.
Mm-hmm.
So in the
They had
O2
eggs.
one,
They had eggs.
They had eggs.
linked to
I watched
those.
I watched half of season 2. I know they had eggs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right,
So
you remember?
this one right here is Wormmon if he used the Crest of Friendship egg.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like the
When
one
did they
we saw
start
earlier.
letting people borrow their eggs?
It's always been a thing. It's just the show never did it.
Okay.
Like the one we saw earlier was if Salamon, or Gatumon's level 3 form, Salamon used the courage
Gatomon.
egg.
Gatomon's the.
Oh, is it Gatomon?
Yeah, he was on top of
armor he goes
Gatomon.
well.
Okay. All right.
Okay. He is on top of Wormmon for 2. Has blocker and armor purge. All turns once per turn when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, trash the top Digivolution card of one of their Digimon. Then one of their Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block until the end of their turn.
Wait, hold on
that's
now.
probably the most playable out of all of them so far.
No.
It's bad.
Technically,
This is
no,
bad.
hold on, hear me out.
Okay.
If you have this out, and they have MagnaX, and they swing, you can activate this and trash their armor form.
Not if they've already triggered the effect before they attack.
No, okay, they
in
forgot to do that.
pre-release- In pre-release, you have a chance.
Potentially in
They-
pre-release. I don't think there's a lot of security touching in pre-release so far. We're going to get to some of it, but...
They shined it up and they forgot.
Yeah, it wasn't that I forgot when we were testing. I just didn't think my turn all the way through and didn't realize I wasn't gonna check your security before I passed turn.
Oh, bad.
I was trying to
Bad
I was trying to hit
bad.
you twice, and I was being greedy.
Bad
Alright.
players bad.
Yep.
Next
yeah.
card.
Then we have Manta
What the
Raymon.
hell?
Also has armor form in its traits. Let's go. He's on top of Patamon for 2 memory. Has armor purge when attacking. Trash any one source from one of your opponent's Digimon. Then one of your opponent's Digimon with no sources gains security attack -1 until the end of their turn. LOL, that is
It has
so
armor
bad.
form.
It has armor form in its traits, and it's a common. Dude, if
Okay, but hear
if
me
I open
out.
MagnaX to the pre-release, it's
Popping
over for
off.
you guys. I'm gonna stand up
hear
and
me-
say, "Scoop it up, boys."
Hear
We
me
got
out.
him.
Okay. They forgot to activate MagnaX effect. And you did it up into
Oh my
this, and
God.
you removed their armor form.
So there is going to be an issue because there definitely are cards that are going to let you touch your security in this set.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like, there's not going to be a lot of answers for MagnaX once he
Like, the
hits the
thing is,
field.
Chris, you have to realize the MagnaX is coming out, and he's going to be invulnerable immediately. It needs to be the following turn.
He's going to be invulnerable immediately, and he's going to check your security twice.
Like, bro, you have to have an ace.
I know.
And
Okay,
there
guys,
is-
I'm
there
just
is an
trying.
ace. there is an ace coming up that could potentially save your booty. But
I'm trying my best here, okay?
Yeah, you're coping real hard. Divemon, he was on top of level 4 with Pulsemon Intex for 3 memory.
Pulsemon?
yeah,
Okay.
On play / when digivolving, if you have 3 more security cards, unsuspend one of your Digimon. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable end of attack once per turn if this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text by trashing the top card of your security stack, unsuspend this Digimon.
Sure. Okay.
sure.
Cool.
Yeah, interesting.
Whatever.
That is a Hammerhead Shark.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
Then we have MagnaX, which is one of the actual good cards in this set that we'll see play
Is this a rare?
moving forward. It's an uncommon.
Uncommon? This art deserves to be like hollow, and it's not going to be. That's ridiculous.
Well, it's going to have a pre-release.
Oh, okay, good.
It will probably be expensive though. Wait until you hear the effect. He is on top of Angemon for 3 memory, otherwise blue or yellow level 4s, or yellow level 4s for 4.
So, considering all the Angemons, you're never Digivolving for 3.
Depends on what you put the card in, but you can also just hard play it. So it has 6,000 DP, so keep that in mind. On play / when digivolving, if it's your turn, search your security stack. This Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon core with the Angel or 3 Great Angels trait among them, with the digivolution cost reduced by 2. Then shuffle your security stack. If digivolved by this effect, you may place 1 Digimon card with the Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. Inheritable, opponent's turn. All of your Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angels trait gain blocker.
It's pretty
This
good.
card's pretty good.
This card is exceptional. It's going to be played in a couple different archetypes.
Oh, you play this off Flame Hell Scythe.
You can, yes. That is one of the interactions that you can do with this.
Oh, this goes straight into security control, doesn't it?
It depends.
I mean, you can. I guess not, because you don't. Yeah, you might not have like your security might not have like.
I mean, it lets the security controller get a peek
something-
skis at their security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The card is really, really good in Mastamon.
Yeah.
Also, just if you're playing the 3 Great Angels like Vaccine deck, because that's going to become an archetype now moving forward. This card's really good in that.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. That's a really good card. Its art is sick.
Yeah, it's an incredible card. This is gonna. I think this is a 4 or 5 to me because this is gonna see play across multiple archetypes. This is a really good card.
Brandon, I don't know if E's got to see that art, but she's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to send her that.
I think if she actually wants to play again, like this archetype is actually going to be pretty cool.
She won't.
Okay.
Oh, hey, we were just talking
We
about
try, Sean.
Yeah, we did.
Want to see a really cool MagnaX?
Pyodramon, DNA is on blue and green level 4s for 0. Has partition, blue level 4, green level 4. When digivolving, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards as this Digimon. Then if DNA digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon can't unsuspend until the end of your opponent's turn. When attacking once per turn, suspend one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If this effect didn't suspend, unsuspend this Digimon. Inheritable is partition, blue level 4, green level 4.
Okay, so now I don't think it's terrible. The problem is I just don't think it's that. I don't think it's as good as the ones we already have.
I would agree. I think the OG starter deck Pyodramon is still going to be your best one.
Yes,
Agreed.
because they want you to, because all the Pyodramons that have come out after that one, they've all been like source stripping or something to do with sources, suspending their Digimon and stuff. And even the other one that we got right before this one, I just don't think is as good. Like Partition's cool, I guess, in this, but most of the time you're just playing a normal stack and then you hard play the Stingmon for cheap and you DNA with that. So you really don't have that many sources underneath him.
Not really.
You have like maybe like 3 or 4. So I don't know. It's okay.
I think this one probably replaces the most recent Pyodramon because this potentially can unsuspend like the other one.
Even
yeah.
Even that one though, like it does source stripping. You know, at least it can strip out their sources.
It does, but it can't swing twice. And what's your MO in Imperial?
I agree, but like
And think about it this way: this
I-
guy doesn't have jamming, so if he dies, or even on the first or the second, and you have the starter deck one in hand,
Yeah,
you're
Ooh,
kosher.
that would go hard, yeah.
right. So like I could see this one
Well,
replacing
never
that
mind.
one.
Partition does not include battle. He would have to die to an option.
Yeah,
Ah,
you'd have to die to an effect. So like I can see its uses. Like people are gonna want to play this over that one, but I wouldn't play this over the starter deck one.
Oh, yeah. I think this just replaces the
100%.
BT12 Pyodramon. It doesn't replace the starter deck one.
yeah.
Now this upcoming card I know is actually really really good, and people are super excited for it because this slots right into the Dark Masters deck, and it's really good.
Also, this is the card I was referring to. If your opponent cannot touch their security before swinging with the MagnaX, this is one of your only outs. So they have to not be able to touch security, and they have to swing at you with it.
Lots of
And this is like your only out.
If ifs and
Yeah,
buts
if
were
ifs
candy
were-
and nuts.
Yeah, if ifs were Fitzbrand, we'd all be drunk.
Vikemon Ace, Evil's on top of Shakuamon or Zudomon for 3 memory, otherwise yellow, or not yellow, blue or black for 4. Obviously Blast Evos, it's an ace. On play / when Digivolving, De-Evo 2, one of your opponent's Digimon. Then all of your opponent's Digimon with 1 or fewer sources can't suspend until the end of their turn. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 1 or fewer sources.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I like this card.
It seems
I
cool.
like
It's
more
going to be
level
fun in the
6
pre-release.
aces.
Yeah.
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 Like this card, because I think the biggest problem people are having right now with the Dark Masters decks is the ace cards. They're having to literally play what's it called?
Mega Gargo.
The Mega Gargo, which is obviously the best one.
Mhm.
But then the second one is the Abaumon, the Deva, the 4 sovereign card, the green
Baihumon?
purple one.
Pokemon.
No, not
Oh,
Baihumon.
Ebonwu?
Ebonwu.
The
Yes,
turtle?
Ebonwu. Yes, because your searchers are you have two. You have a green and a black. No, a green, a black, a purple, and a blue.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like based on its colors, you play those two because you have those more of those. So I think this card helps replace that.
Yeah. This card seems
So,
like it's a pretty solid ace. It's good that it's an on play in addition to when Digivolving,
Right.
Agreed.
but yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of decks this card just screws over. Like, Digivolve should not be trifold with.
Mm-hmm. All right, Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode Ace. E was on top of Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode for 2 memory. Otherwise, blue or green for 5. Obviously, Blast Evos. On play / when Digivolving. This is also an 8 play cost. On play / when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards than this Digimon to the bottom of the deck. End of attack once per turn. Unsuspend this Digimon. Then if Imperial Digimon Dragon Mode is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck.
See, now I think this card works better with the other Pyodramon instead of that one. Because you can strip their sources, and now you're definitely going to have more sources.
DNA deck, you're probably going to have more sources.
No, think about it, Brand. I just went over this. Most of the time, you Digivolve into XVmon, you have that's
3.
only 2 sources
You're
right
still-
there.
That's 3 sources. You have a Tama.
No, the Tama, the level 2, or I'm sorry, the Tama, the level 3, XVmon,
XVmon, that's 3.
And then you have a 4th
And
source
4,
from your other level
and
4.
then a 5,
So this is
and
5.
then a 6,
and then 6.
and then another 6, because this goes on top of Dragon Mode.
Well, the Dragon Mode's not a 7th source, but you have 6 sources underneath this guy if you just do that, like a
Well, I was
basic
just counting
combo.
the stack. I wasn't counting
Yeah.
sources.
Yeah, I guess.
That's 6 sources. You're
Um,
fine.
You would
Also,
in
this-
most normal stacks, yeah.
So keep in mind, I'm going to read this one, and then I'm going to read the next card. This is an ace card, so keep that in mind. But also, let's read the next card and see how you feel about it then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Dragon Mode, dude, it makes it.
Imperial
love-
Dramon Dragon Mode. Evil's on top of
Yeah.
Pyodramon or Dino B for 3 memory. When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until the end of their turn. Then by suspending one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, unsuspend one of your Digimon. All turns. When an opponent's Digimon is played or Digivolved by an effect, if you have a Tamer, this Digimon may Digivolve into Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode in your hand without paying the cost.
Yeah.
So, you know how bad it felt every time I evoed into BT15 Melga and said stun your crap? Now, if you're playing Pyodramon or Imperial Dramon, you can start doing that to people, Chris.
Also, This guy basically gives you an additional counter timing window, which includes when your opponent evos or plays by an effect. Because it lets you evo into this guy.
Yeah. But what's this do against MagnaX?
Nothing does anything versus
Nothing.
MagnaX.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know these cards work together to where,
sign.
like, even if you're threatening an ace, they still have to play around this guy's all turns effect. Otherwise, you can
Wait,
just...
how big is the fighter mode?
13.
13.
Lame.
If you want to play some of the new stuff, you can potentially get him bigger than...
Yeah, you'd have to get them. You'd have to play those to get them big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I mean, obviously, the Imperial, it's another fan favorite deck. So, Dan Ving he's rock hard right now. He loves these. So,
Yeah.
he definitely voted for
try
this.
these out. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's good for the deck. Agumon. He is a yellow Agumon with Dinosaur and Light Fang in his traits. He was on top of yellow for 0. Otherwise, a level 2 Light Fang or Nightclaw trait for 0 memory. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the Light Fang trait and 1 card with Nightclaw trait, or 2 colors among them to your hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable your turn. All of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP.
I feel like they really went out of their way to make sure this card could not really be used in Shine.
Do we know?
You can use this in
Go ahead,
Shine.
Sean.
This is Shine and Grace support.
Yeah, but the way it's worded, you have to grab a 2-color card. Which, I mean, not every one of your cards is 2-colored. Most of them are. But he only grabs 1.
Yeah, so he can grab himself and then 1 additional card, basically, if you're playing him in Shine.
Yeah.
So, do we know if the level 4s and Grace can Digivolve on top of this?
Yeah.
Do they say...
that entire archetype can evo on top of Light Fang Nightclaw trait.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so it does say in their thing, like, for their trait.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was like one of those things where it's like their things were just like cut in half, the color.
They have that, but they also can evo on top of their trait.
Okay. That's what I thought.
So yeah, you can slot Agumon, and you will slot Agumon and the Galgamon into the deck, and they replace whatever you were playing before at your 3 and 4 slot.
Right. Now, we know Grace can be absolutely humongous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Maybe Grace can answer Magna.
No.
You just never swing with it. He's just sitting there as a humongous blocker. I mean, Grace can get up to some pretty high numbers.
Yeah, you're right. It's immune to Heaven's Judgment, which would minus it by 24,000 DP.
Exactly.
Just sit there with your Grace on the field and hope I can't find a Heaven's Judgment to out it.
Wow.
No, so that's when he's also playing.
What if I play?
And he's got
I play my own Heaven's Judgment. Yeah. Sean, I got answers to everything all day.
You do, clearly. Yeah, you thought this through. Then we have Salomon. He was on top of Niara for 0, otherwise purple or red for 1 memory. Start of your main phase / on play. If it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 4 card with the Holy Beast or free trait from your trash with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. Inheritable, your turn, all of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP.
Okay.
This is an adorable little cat dog thing.
Cat dog, yeah.
That's about all it's good for.
Yep, it has the same issue as the rest of the cards like this. It is firmly in its archetype, and its archetype is not that good.
At least it can Evo on top of one of its colors that's on the card.
Yeah, some of them can Evo on top of one of their colors, and some of them are just like, they're like, no.
Neither.
Yeah, neither. Screw you. Then we have a new Gatomon, which I think this is going to see play in Masty, if I'm not mistaken.
It just has barrier, which is always good.
Yeah, it evils on top of Sala for 2, otherwise purple or red for 3 memory. Has barrier. On play / when Digivolving, by trashing 1 card in your hand, return 1 level 6 or lower 2-color Digimon card with red or purple from your trash to the hand. Inheritable, your turn, all of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3,000 DP.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it'll see play in Mouse Day. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And the Valk Ace deck. Pure Valk Ace.
Pure Valcase, okay.
Do you play this in that deck?
Yeah, I think so. You have to.
I think you have to play the yellow. the yellow-red
Valk
ones.
is their level 6.
I think you have to play yellow-red because you want to be able to DNA into Sylphie.
I think you play that
Yeah.
Gato and this
Quillamon.
Harpymon. Yeah, and the Quillamon. I think you play
Yeah.
like a combination of like all of them.
I think you play this,
Sylphimon's level 6 is Valkyrie.
and then you play.
Yeah,
God, this doesn't even work. This is green. I think you play Lynxmon, maybe.
No, I mean,
No, I'm telling
you
you,
can do it either
Whatever.
way.
I've seen it.
Deck sucks. Who cares?
dude, all you need is red and yellow, and they're both red or yellow.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Clearly, you're colorblind.
Sheepmon. I don't see color. All I see is gray. Eva's on top of Armadillo for 2 memory. Has Armor Purge, Collision, which means during the Digimon's attack, all of your opponent's Digimon gain blocker, and your opponent blocks if able. All turns once per turn. When an attack target is switched, you may end the attack.
That's so
What?
stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack. Just kidding. Never mind.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's a weird combination of effects. Collision is cool. They literally turned BT4 Blastmon into a keyword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The issue is if you don't have piercing, collision doesn't do anything. If you do combine
on.
piercing and collision, it's very ignorant though.
Hold on. No,
It doesn't answer MagnaX, Chris.
No.
Hear me out. This is what we do.
MagnaX. Your opponent's
Yeah.
playing Greymon, they're going to try to raid into you. You say, no!
Hey, this is an armor form and it's a common. Dope.
Yeah. You just have this in your vaccine deck, and your opponent goes, alright, cool. I'm playing Greymon. I have the raid. I can out this MagnaX. And you're just like, Sheepmon? And they're like...
I mean, I'll just let it armor purge. I don't care.
No, hear me out. Okay, this is what we do. Okay, your opponent forgot to activate MagnaX's ability. You have this Sheepmon.
Step 1, your opponent misplaced.
Yes. Okay, you do the whole collision thing. You force them to block. You also have Snow Agumon with Ice Sweet on the field. You attack into the MagnaX. Kills
The
it.
MagnaX is going to have all the sources.
Are we talking about next format, bro? Or like next year, I mean?
Yeah, next year.
Also, you can't play this in Vaccine Brand. It's not a vaccine.
I know, you'd have to Evo for the full 3.
It's not even
Or
that. It's not a
Spark,
vaccine, so it does not work with the deck.
I know, I'm just saying, it's like a tech. You just throw one in.
It's awful.
It's in your side deck, bro.
Stop it.
Alright, Harpymon.
Harpymon. Eva's on top of Hawkmon for 2, otherwise yellow or red for 3 memory. Hey, those are the colors on the card. Wild.
I mean, the last one was...
Oh, also Sheepmon had the colors of the card. Yeah, the bad ones. They're like, whatever, dude. We don't care.
Yeah, just let them have it.
This has Armor Form and it's a common. Shout out Bandai for the pre-release. Armor Purge. Your turn with Digimon checks an opponent's security. If you have 3 or more security cards, gain 1 memory. If you have 2 or fewer security cards, recover +1.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's better than some of these.
I would agree. I think this will be cool for the pre-release.
Yeah. Especially if you pull that MagnaX.
Dude, I'm hoping.
Dude, every
fiending.
time I swear to God, every time I say something good about MagnaX, Sean turns into like a high school girl, bites his lips, and just starts nodding like, yeah.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm so excited for this format.
He's like a little giddy high school girl, just like, ooh, there's my crush.
Yeah. Blame Ben. It's Ben's fault.
Damn you, Ben. Damn you.
Tempomon. Evil's on top of level 4 with Pulsemon and Text for 3 memory. Otherwise, just yellow for 3. On play / when evolving. If you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 DP until the end of their turn. If you have 3 or fewer, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack minus 2 until the end of their turn. Inheritable end of attack once per turn if this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text by trashing the top card of your security stack. Unsuspend this Digimon.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I heard Pulsemon, and then after that, I kind of just zoned out.
Zoned out.
I don't blame
Yeah,
you.
zoned out.
Moving on, slash Angemon. So it has a rule where its trait is also treated as Angel, so it interacts with that Magna Angemon.
Nice. I mean, we haven't had a slash Anja since like BT 1.0, right?
No, we've had one after that.
No, I think we've only had one printing of it, and it's been the old one.
I'm
Really?
gonna look.
Yeah, the minus 8,000 on Evo, and then it's like a 9k mega or something stupid.
Yeah, no, we literally have only ever had one other slash Anja.
I think it's an 8k mega. It's a small boy.
It is an 8K mega. He's small boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has barrier and reboot. All turns once per turn. When a card is removed from your security stack, you may unsuspend this Digimon.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know why, but I really wish this was like an ace card.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it doesn't have an on Digivolve effect or on play, so it wouldn't accomplish anything. But
No, I know. I'm just saying I wish.
Both, like.
yeah,
No, I just wish it was like a different like card, but with ace, like
gotcha.
slash Angemon ace.
yeah, we'll probably get one at some point. This is essentially a double blocker, which is cool, but like
I think he's supposed to be one of the level 6s used in this next card, right? No, because that's
potentially.
yeah, you could use it.
Yeah. Chaosmon rule trait also has boss and D Brigade in it. I don't know why it has D Brigade.
Because its natural Digivolution is between Darkdramon and Mancho Leomon.
Which is okay.
And Darkdramon was
Which-
D Brigade level 6 until they made one specifically for D Brigade with
And
Brigade
boss
Leomon.
is Bancho Leomon
Yeah.
because he's like a boss.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he just calls himself the boss or some crap like that.
So
Yeah.
the DNA's purple or not? Where am I getting purple? Yellow and black level
You really can't
6.
see colors.
Barrier
Actually colorblind.
has barrier, blocker, and partition. Yellow level
Jesus
6,
Christ,
black
just
level 6.
everything. It's everything.
When Digivolving, D-Evo 3, one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8,000 DP for the turn. End of opponent's turn, trash the top card of both players' security stack.
Alright,
Okay.
so hear me out. Your opponent forgot to activate MagnaX.
Oh my god! Shut up! I'm tired of hearing you.
What's funny is if you're not playing against the vaccine version, it could just be hear me out. They couldn't activate MagnaX.
Guys, I know how to defeat MagnaX. You just have to completely dump all their security in one turn.
You're gonna have to
Like,
absolutely
it-
rule shark your opponent.
Security.
You're gonna have to rule shark your opponent so hard and be like, no,
Just
no, you didn't activate it. You didn't
ask-
say it. You didn't activate it.
Ask them questions every time security gets checked or looked at to distract them from activating the effect.
Yeah, just be the biggest douchebag you can.
Kabuterimon. So this is the beginning of the big bugs support. On player, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the Insectoid trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable all turns while Digimon is suspended. It gets 1,000 DP.
Yep, I mean, yeah, it's good for Big Bug.
Mm-hmm.
Big bug.
Then we have Terriermon X Antibody. Evil's on top of Gummymon and Terriermon for 0. Otherwise, Evil's on green for 0. Your turn, when this Digimon will Digivolve into a card with Gargomon or Rapidmon in its name, reduce the Evo cost by 1. Inheritable, your turn, while Digimon has Gargomon or Rapidmon in name, it gains piercing.
Oh,
That's pretty good. I like that for
Yours was
bunnies.
very good.
It's really good support for bunnies.
Now, hold
Yeah.
on. What have they done to Terriermon? Why is he
Fluffy
furry
now.
now?
It's
No,
an X
I don't
Antibody
like
form,
that.
dude.
I know, but
Listen,
why?
listen.
Agumon just gets sharper and stuff like that. Terriermon's like, I grew hair.
And listen, if the big booba X antibodies are just bigger booba, then he's cute, so he must be cuter.
Did Terriermon have a horn before? I don't remember a horn being there.
Yes, it gets
Lopmon has
his
horns.
horn. His horn got bigger.
Okay.
His horn did
Well,
get
there
bigger.
you go.
He
Also,
hit
real quick,
maturity.
Before we move on too far, I wanted to say about the Koka Kabuterimon. He looks like
Kabuterimon.
he looks like Tentomon, like merged with a Beetleborg, and I'm here for the design. I like
He
it.
does, yeah. This is giving Beetleborg. This
Yeah,
like, head
it's
shape
Beetleborg.
right here. Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought of it because I have a Beetleborg model kit I just did, and I was like, it's on the mind.
Big bad Beetleborgs.
All right, here we go. Pulsemon, the OG Gammamon.
Yeah, Pulsemon. He was on top of BBmon for 0, otherwise green for 0. On player, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Pulsemon in its text and 1 card with Abaddon Electronics. Trade among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable all turns while Digimon has Pulsemon in its text. It gets 1,000 DP.
Okay,
Cool.
I'm sure this deck will do something eventually.
Yeah, it'll lose.
Yeah, Wormmon.
Wormmon. He was on top of Minimon for 0, otherwise red or blue for 1 memory.
What the hell?
Start of your main phase / on play. If it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 4 Digimon card with the Insectoid or free trait from the trash with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. Inheritable once per turn. When attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon.
Again,
this is my new favorite card of the set.
Yep. He's on a swing.
Yep, that's why. Wormmon is my favorite from the
Because you
O2
can see
kids.
his feet.
Oh my, he doesn't have feet. He's got little
This is
insect, whatever they're called.
Those are his feet.
This is the best Wormmon for both Imperial Dramon and regular Imperial Dramon. This could slot right in.
Yeah.
Because we've always talked about this, Sean. The biggest problem with Imperial Dramon is its pieces, and this card allows you to Digivolve from the trash, which helps with that deck.
Yeah, this Wormmon is one of the cards that enables the scramble cards to wombo combo at the start of your turn.
Scramble,
Yeah,
scramble.
like this immediately becomes your third level 3 in Imperial Dramon, right? You just play 4 Vmon, 4 Wormmon, and then 4 of this Wormmon, maybe?
What did the other
Yeah, I don't know
Vmon
if you
say?
play
I
any of the
forgot.
Digimon.
Yeah, I guess you would play this Wormmon, yeah.
Yeah, because it just helps you. It just helps because I know you also play the Tamer that we're gonna see later on, the Davis and Ken in that, because I think you get to play a level 3 from the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stingmon has retail. He's on top of Wormmon for 2 memory, otherwise red or blue for 3 memory. On play / when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Inheritable when attacking once per turn, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon.
Trash.
Yeah,
This might be one of the worst
whoop-de-doo.
Stingmons.
I mean, I like the art. Other than that, the card's kind of mid.
Yeah.
The end.
All the arts for these cards have been good.
Yeah, I think all of them look nice. Blade Kawagumon, rule trait also has Insectoid, so this is Big Bug. On play / when Digivolving, one of your Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable, all turns while his Digimon is suspended, it gets 1,000 DP.
I don't know what it is. These cards are giving me big like armament vibes, kind of like Legends arms. How they're all kind of weapons.
I mean, this guy is a machine. He just has the rule treated him as an Insectoid.
He's just a sword.
Yeah, that's what he looks like to me too.
That's all I see is just a sword.
Yeah, that's obviously
Big
going in
sword.
Big Bugs.
All right, time to space out.
Runnermon, he was on top of Pulsemon for 2, otherwise green for 2. On play / when Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. If you have 3 or fewer, gain 1 memory. Inheritable, all turns while this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text, it gets 1,000 DP.
Man, I hate this set.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Pistmon, he's on top of level 4 with Pulsemon in its text for 3 memory, otherwise green or yellow for 3.
Is this guy on a bike?
It looks
on
like
a bicycle, yes.
It looks like he is the bike.
Okay, I get that they want Pulsemon to be this like weird healthy thing. Can we get off of that? Okay, no one's going outside and running because they're playing Pulsemon. Okay,
I think those are his
nobody's like, I like Pulsemon so much, I want to go outside and run or ride a bike. Okay, all right, Bandai, go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
On play / when Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That Digimon can't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, gain 2 memory. Inheritable end of attack. Once per turn, the Digimon has Pulsemon in its text. By trashing the top card of your security stack, unsuspend this Digimon.
Cool.
Moving on. Metal for Life Kawagumon, also Big Bug support. On
He
play,
looks like a Metabot.
yeah. On play / when Digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon, then one of your Digimon gets 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable opponent's turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may switch the attack target to one of your suspended Digimon with the Insectoid trait.
Do you not play this one in the Insectoid deck?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Because I know we were talking a while ago, and I think somebody was
It's
like,
like your
you have to
main
use
level
Izzy to
5.
get the-
No, you don't have to use Izzy, but you can use Izzy to also redirect.
Yeah,
it's
you
an
just-
additional redirect.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it still loses to
it's a good
MagnaX, so who cares?
But listen,
this
I
archetype
get
would be
it, guys.
very oppressive if we didn't have MagnaX in the set.
Listen, guys, I get it. I played the Tyrant deck very poorly. My deck was not optimal, okay? Leave me alone. It was my first time playing the deck. Yes,
Chris-
I should have had Motimons.
Chris had
I
just
agree
put
with
it
the
together for the
Motimons.
first time, and then I
Okay,
proceeded to bully him with best deck
I
in
agree.
format.
I agree with the Motimon. Okay, yes, I know I needed it. I literally, if you watch the videos, I literally said, I wish I had Motimon. Okay, get off my back.
No, guys, get on his back. Rail on Chris even
Cool.
harder.
This is another card upcoming that gets played in Dark Masters outside of also Tyrant Kabuterimon is this Grand Quagmon Ace.
Yeah, this is a rare, so expect this in your pre-release.
God, such a good card.
Yeah. So Grand Quagmon Ace, evils on top of Dino B or level 5 with Insectoid trait for 3 memory, otherwise green or yellow for 4, green or purple. Anyways, can Blast Evo. On play / when evolving, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Cards suspended by this effect can't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. Then delete 1 of your opponent's suspended Tamers. Your turn once per turn. When the Digimon becomes suspended, 1 of your Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn.
That's pretty good.
This is a very good card unless your opponent this is a very good card with Tyrant Kabuterimon unless your opponent has a level 3 Digimon that just stops you from playing.
Unless your opponent's just playing MagnaX.
Yeah, MagnaX with a Pillowmon next to it, and they just laugh at you.
Other than that, this card is really good.
This card's very strong. I think I would give this a 5 as well. This is gonna see play across a bunch of archetypes.
Oh yeah, like because it's not just good in like insect decks. Like if Tyrant wasn't here, this card itself would still be very good. But the fact that it works exactly like perfectly with Tyrant is what like
the
makes
fact you can
really
play
good.
for free off Tyrant is pretty ignorant.
Yeah.
Thank God for MagnaX. Also, just to clarify something for some people, because I'm sure that there are going to be people that don't know this. So because of how this effect is worded, those things have to be suspended by this effect in order to actually stun them. If they're already suspended, it does not stun them. So
I mean, I thought that was pretty
sense.
apparent with how it was worded, but I could see why some people would be tripped up by that.
yeah. People that aren't used to how interactions in this card game work yet might question that, so I just wanted to clarify.
Okay, so again, very
Thank you,
cool
Judge
art
Shaw.
on this Achillesmon, but I'm assuming this is the level 6 for Pulsemon, so it's gonna suck.
Yes. Achillesmon. Evils on top of level 5 with Pulsemon and text for 3, otherwise green for 3. When Digivolving, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then 1 of your opponent's Digimon can't unsuspend until the end of your opponent's turn. All turns when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle. If you have 3 or more security cards, trash a top card of your opponent's security stack. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, gain 2 memory.
Whatever. Trash.
Cool. Alright.
Q.
Tyrant Kabuterimon. Big Bad Bug. Evos on top of green level 5s for 6 memory, or can evo on top of a level 6 with Insectoid trait and play cost of 13 or less for 2 memory. When Digivolving. Do what?
I said, how oddly specific.
Yeah, they basically just made it to where it can't evo on top of itself.
You can't even on top of Tyrant, or not, never mind.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I said.
Proceed.
When Digivolving, you may play 1 Digimon card with the Insectoid or Larva trait from your hand with a play cost reduced by 8, unless your opponent has a Pillowmon on the field. All turns, while this Digimon is suspended, it isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon, but you can use options. End of your turn, once per turn, by suspending 1 of your other Digimon, return 1 of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to the DP of the Digimon suspended by this effect to the bottom of the deck, unless it's MagnaX.
Unless it's MagnaX, yeah.
Very good card. I mean, I think if I had been playing it right, I probably would have competed a little bit better against Sean. I obviously wasn't playing the deck well. My deck was not optimized for it. Because you can get him up to a DP threshold high enough to compete with the MagnaX, but I feel like there's so many more steps and things you have to do and things to go right for that to happen.
Just let me build MagnaX.
Yeah. For them, it's just Digivolve. For you, it's like, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta make sure I play this. I gotta do this. This has to be suspended. I have to have it. You know, it's like it just feels like you have to have more things go right for you.
You're more piece reliant.
Yeah, and because it's green, you know, it's hard.
Yeah,
but,
it's a 6-step plan versus a 2-step plan.
Yeah.
If MagnaX was not in this set, this would be the best deck in this entire set. This would be
I would agree.
number one. This would be the number one deck.
Yeah, this deck is.
I wouldn't go that far.
This deck is very silly.
No.
Brandon, you haven't tested the format yet. Be quiet. Your opinion's meaningless.
What else would compete with this?
I mean, you still have stuff like Numa. You still have cards like Mirage, who are just going to outpace you.
What does Numa do when you redirect? What does Numa? Okay, what do any of those decks do when you have to redirect them into like an 18k suspended Tyrant Carpetarian? And it's not blocking. It's not blocking. It's a redirect.
Redirect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Most of those decks play Heaven's Judgment.
Oh my god.
They're not. You have to have 3 colors on the field in order to out him.
The bane of my existence. The bane of my existence and the love of my life, Heaven's Judgment.
Yeah. If you have a MagnaX on the field, you just HJ this guy and minus 24k on him and say, get off my field.
I mean, heck, security control, just chaos deck it.
Okay.
No, you can't chaos deck it if it's suspended, Brandon.
No, it's unaffected by Digimon effects, not options.
Sean, he doesn't know that. He doesn't read cards.
He doesn't know.
You're right. I'm Chris now, guys. Start calling me Chris.
Yeah, this is one of the best cards in the set. I would say it's top 3, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very good card. The archetype's going to be cool. It's just going to lose to
It's definitely playable.
Yeah. Armadillomon. He was on top of Upa for 0 or yellow or blue for 1. Your turn once per turn. When one of your other Digimon is played or digivolves, if that Digimon is yellow or has the free trait, gain 1 memory. Inheritable all turns, this Digimon gets 1000 DP.
Cool, go to the next card.
Yeah, I forgot there were Commandramons in this set. If I even knew that. I'm not even sure if I knew that. Commandramon. All turns, all of your other Digimon with the Debrigade or Digipolice trait get 1000 DP. Inheritable all turns, all of your other Digimon with the Debrigade or Digipolice trait get 1000 DP.
I mean, okay.
This probably replaces one of your Commandramons. I don't know which one because I've never built that deck.
Yeah, I guess it would replace one of the vanillas.
The vanilla? Oh yeah, there are 2 vanillas.
Yeah, like there's a 2-cost one.
I would assume the fat one. Because the 2-cost one would actually come up, but I would probably just assume it replaces the fat one.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's all right. 1000. I mean, sure. Okay. Why couldn't it be 2000?
Why couldn't it be 5?
To make it 2000?
Why couldn't it be 20?
Yeah.
Why can't that card by itself deal with MagnaX?
Yeah. Why can't Commandramon why can't it just say if your opponent MagnaXs, you win the game?
Yes.
Dorumon, evens on top of Dory for 0, otherwise black or purple for 1. Caleb. Start of your main phase by placing 1 from your hand as a Digimon's bottom deletion card. The Digimon can't leave the battle area other than by deletion until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable all turns, the Digimon gets 1000 DP. What a weird stipulation.
Okay.
Sean, man, I don't know. You cut out in the middle of that effect. You sure you don't want to go back and reread it?
You can say it if you want.
What? Okay. And so the only way to get this is to delete it.
That's so odd. That's the first time I've gotten an effect like this.
So
okay.
Weird.
Sure.
Which
right,
it's funny card. Because it still loses to DP reduction. LOL. Yeah, it just can't be bounced. Like a bouncer bot deck.
Yeah.
Or I guess you can't put in security either. But yeah, that's a really weird stipulation.
Alright.
Hagurumon X antibody. Okay.
Did he grow drills?
He did.
What in the world? He's Magneton. He's got 2 more little Hagurumons on him.
He is, yeah.
Oh my god.
He's on top of Hagurumon for 0. When digivolving, you may play 1 Hagurumon, Digimon Black 1000 DP, Blocker, Decoy Black. Your turn, this Digimon can't attack token. Inheritable, Blocker. This is only a when digivolving, not an on play, so that is so weird. What do you put this in?
Nothing. Because Hagurumon's really only played in Machine Dramon. And you're not gonna play this.
Get your card, draw 2, even into this.
Yeah, I don't see why you would play this.
I don't know. That doesn't seem to fit anything. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know, but I don't see it.
Well, it's definitely not. Besides having blockers and inheritable, it's not going to do anything in the pre-release.
Yeah.
Ankylomon, he was on top of Armadillomon for 2 memory, otherwise yellow or blue for 3. has barrier. On play / when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon can't attack players until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable, all turns this Digimon gets 1,000 DP.
All right,
Okay,
before Chris even says it, if your opponent forgets to activate MagnaX,
You can make it to where they can't attack players.
I wasn't gonna say that, guys. Okay.
Yeah, you were.
Seals Dramon, more Digipolice support randomly. On play / when Digivolving, by returning 3 cards with a D-Brigade or Digipolice trait from your trash to the top of the deck. This Digimon gains Rush and can't be blocked for the turn. Inheritable, all turns. All of your other Digimon with a D-Brigade or Digipolice trait get 1,000 DP.
I mean, Rush unblockable is good.
Yeah.
But you can play it for free in the deck, so...
I mean, this card dodges MagnaX.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
If you're playing a Swarm deck like that, you might be able to get enough security checks in, and then you just drop this dude and win.
Not if you're playing the yellow vaccine version, Brandon. You just kill their stuff and out recover their aggression and tell them to eat a fat bag of penises.
I'm aware.
Anyways,
no, you're not. You haven't played against it yet.
He hasn't experienced. I said the same thing, dude. I was talking to Ben about it, and I was like, well, maybe
demoralize myself
maybe
like Chris, okay?
He had that experience. He started, his will to live died after playing against it. It wasn't beforehand.
You're right.
I take back everything I've said about the art in this set.
The black ones are kind of weird.
What's going on with the black ones?
What in God's green earth is that?
Namakimon?
What is it?
It looks like dog pool. Oh,
Kill
I think
it
Emily walked in.
with fire.
1 second, BRB.
All right. Sean, I was telling Brandon this for Deadpool and Wolverine. They actually hired a dog to play dog pool, and it was voted ugliest dog in America, and that's what this card is.
That's why they picked it.
Ah, yeah. Namakimon, whatever. Eves on top of Pulsemon for 2. Eves on top of Pulsemon.
What?
Okay. On play / when Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your Digimon can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects, and it isn't affected by de-evo effects until the end of your opponent's turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, one of your Digimon gains blocker and reboot until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable all turns while Digimon has Pulsemon in its text, it gets 1,000 DP.
I will be offended.
Both of those effects are very good.
Yes, but it's such a very specific card.
I mean, you can just put this in a black deck and ignore the inheritable.
Yeah. I will be offended if anybody ever plays this against me.
Rightfully so. You can get a pre-release copy of this card.
Its type is puppet?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And it is an on play.
Wow.
Publimon, on play / when Digivolving, you may place the top card of one of your opponent's Digimon with the vaccine trait at the top of your opponent's security stack.
Okay.
Anti-vaxxing. Anti-vaxxing.
All turns. Publimon's an anti-vaxxer. All turns.
Anti-vaxxer.
Once per turn, when a card is added to your opponent's security stack, if they have 3 or more security cards, trash the top or bottom card of their security stack.
Okay. Yep.
So this is like a worse Angemon because it doesn't get rid of the body. It basically like de-evos it into their security.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't have a Patamon to just evo into it for free.
Yeah, it doesn't have like.
It's got an on play, right?
Yeah, it's on play / when Digivolving. So I mean, this is an interesting card.
Listen,
if your opponent forgets.
Here we
to
go.
trigger their MagnaX effect,
yep.
then you can play this and put their MagnaX in their security. That way, they can emissary back into it on their turn.
No,
because you just gotta trash it with his other effect.
Nah, you trashed the wrong one.
Oh, okay. So you trashed top and then trash bottom.
Everybody's an idiot in this game.
Yeah, everyone's dumb. No one knows what they're doing.
Hey. That's actually a very good card in that very specific matchup. Like, if your locals is running Wild the Vaccine cards, you're just like, I'm going to play 4 Publimon.
I mean, yes and no. Mostly no, though, because if they just trigger the ability, You just can't do anything to it.
But
I
hear me
mean,
out,
yeah, but if your
right?
opponent's
They
got like a
hard play-
wild,
They hard play Magna Ace.
yep,
Put it
that's
in
what
their
I was thinking.
security, and you
It's cost
played him
one.
for 1 memory.
Boom.
I don't think you can do the top card if there's no sources.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you'd have to have a source.
I think you have to have at least one source to do a top card effect like that.
Oh, that's lame.
Mechanorimon, speaking of lame Digiplease card, blocker, Armor Purge. It evos for 3 memory.
Another armor purge. Armor purge.
It doesn't have armor form.
It doesn't have armor form in its trade.
It doesn't. Lame.
On play, by placing one of your other Digimon with the Digiplease trait as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, de-evo one of your opponent's Digimon. Your turn, this Digimon with no sources can't attack.
Lame.
So if your opponent forgets about the...
You're never playing this card.
Yeah, you are not. Darugamon. Eves on top of Dorumon or level 3 with SOC trait for 2 memory, otherwise black or purple for 3. Collision and blocker. Oh, I'm sorry. It has collision. Collision has a keyword blocker in its explanation text. On play / when digivolving, by trashing 1 card in your hand, draw 1. Then if this Digimon has a Tamer with the SOC trait in its Digivolution cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gains start of main phase. This Digimon attacks until the end of their turn. Inheritable all turns, this Digimon gets 1000 DP.
You can't target MagnaX with that, can you?
You can.
But will it work?
If they don't, it will, but if they like say have a Patamon in raising and promote the Patamon, then he would immediately become immune before they were forced to attack with it.
Right. Okay.
But if they don't have that set up, then yeah, he'd be forced to attack. But who cares?
I think you can get the Dex Dorumon like up pretty high.
Oh well, he'll just armor purge whatever.
Like,
they'll evo into a second one.
Yeah, evo into
another one. Yeah. You just go into another one.
Yeah.
You know what this game needs? This game needs I can't remember what it was called in Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was like chain removal or something like that, where you kill one monster and then it kills all copies in the deck.
Oh, like chain disappearance?
Yeah. That's what this game needs.
I think it's called chain. No, I think it's called chain destruction.
I think there's 2 different cards.
Okay.
Either way, that's what we need. You kill one MagnaX, you kill all MagnaXs.
No, I just need Digi Sheen to recover into all his MagnaXs and then never see any.
That still was 100% my fault for not triggering my MagnaX to begin with.
Alright. Shootmon.
Shootmon. Eves on top of level 4 with Pulsemon and text for 3 memory, otherwise black or yellow for 3. On play / when digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, de-evo one of your opponent's Digimon. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less. Inheritable, end of attack once per turn. If this Digimon has Pulsemon and its text, by trashing the top card of his security stack and suspend this Digimon.
Okay.
Moving on, Tincturemon, more Digiplease traits. On play / when digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. For each card with a D-Brigade or Digiplease trait among them, reduce the play cost of all of your opponent's Digimon by 1 for the turn. Return the revealed cards to the top or bottom of the deck, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. Inheritable all turns once per turn. When one of your other Digimon with a D-Brigade or Digiplease trait is played, de-evo one of your opponent's Digimon.
So it's inheritable is cool. I like it's inheritable. It's on play, and when digivolving is very specific and very weird.
That is so strange to reduce their play cost.
Like, I get what they're going for, but it's just like, you're not playing this for that. You're playing it for the inheritable.
Yeah, I like combos with the removal, but it's just so interesting.
Yeah.
Dorugreymon. Eves on top of Darugamon in name or level 4 with SOC trait for 3, otherwise black or purple for 4. Has collision. All turns when an attack target is switched, this Digimon with a Tamer card with the SOC trait in this Digivolution cards may digivolve into a Digimon card with the Beast Dragon, Undead, or SOC trait in your hand without paying the cost. Inheritable all turns once per turn. When Digimon deletes another Digimon, you may play 1 card with the X Antibody or SOC trait and a play cost of 5 or less from your trash without paying the cost.
Okay. You can play a Luga. You can play like a Luga Doru Gray deck. I don't know if that would be.
It's cool in its deck. It's cool in its own little deck.
Yeah, it seems nifty in its archetype.
Now I really like this art.
You're not
I
gonna
really
like the
like this
card.
art. No, I know.
Zan Metsumon, Eve's on top of level 4 with Gamamon in text for 3 memory.
God damn it.
On play / when Digivolving D-Evo 1 of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP, then delete one Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. All turns, this Digimon gains all the effects of cards with Gamamon in its name and this Digimon's evolution cards. Inheritable, all turns, this Digimon gains all the effects of cards with Gamamon in its name and this Digimon's evolution cards.
Whatever. Cool looking card in a bad archetype.
Yep. Shakumon. Rule trait also has Angel.
Okay, cool.
DNAs on black and yellow level 4s for 0 has partition black and yellow level 4. When Digivolving, this Digimon isn't affected by the effect of your opponent's Digimon until the end of their turn. Then if DNA Digivolving, place one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the number of cards in yours or your opponent's security stack at the bottom of your opponent's security stack. Inheritables also partition.
Okay.
It's alright.
I don't understand why they had to make it black instead of blue like the other one.
It's got a really cool effect. The issue is like...
It's going to be in a really, really bad deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree with Brandon. I don't
it...
understand why isn't this blue like the other one? At least then you could have like thrown together some kind of cool yellow, blue.
Progress with this kind of stuff.
I think it was deliberate. Also, they've... Basically, this is support for black Ankylomon and yellow Patamon.
Ankylomon?
Yeah, cool.
You mean Armadillomon, right?
Armadillomon, I'm sorry. Black Armadillomon.
Yeah, because they have been slowly moving Cody or an Armadillomon from yellow to black.
Yeah.
Because I think they realized, oh, guys, we don't have one of the O2 kids in black. So they're like, oh, just make it Cody.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
I guess they
I don't even know if I'd call it a deck. There's only like 4 cards in this set other than him that do anything with it.
Yeah, I don't think it's really fleshed out yet.
No, not yet.
But maybe one day. This is a good card. It's just, like we said, it's in a bad deck.
Shackled.
Yeah. Doru Goromon is on top of Doru Gray in name or level 5 with SOC trait for 3, otherwise black or purple for 4. Has Collision. When Digivolving, this Digimon has a Tamer card with the SOC trait in its Digivolution cards. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon or Tamers. All turns, once per turn, when another Digimon is deleted, you may unsuspend this Digimon.
Tamer removal's nice, but just feels a little late in the game. Like Tamer
the thing is
really good back in the day.
You're going to be playing this with Shu Yulin, so you'll have Alliance, and if you think about it, with the Doru Greymon, you Digivolving it into this from the trash. And then with the Doru Greymon's effect, you're also playing another card out that's like a level 5. Or not a level 5, I'm sorry. Play cost of 5 or less.
And then you can trigger Alliance. Yeah.
And then you're alliancing with that. So that's the whole idea of this. Again, it's still very piece reliant. And with some of the DP boost, you can maybe get big enough to handle MagnaX. But the problem is, if they're smart and just go, okay, well, I'm not going to block.
Well, it has Collision.
Suspended. Oh, well, it wouldn't be unaffected by that? If you're playing like the yellow vaccine version?
Good point.
Yeah, so if they're just smart, they're like, okay, you can check my 2 security. Your Digimon's going to be suspended. And then following turn, I'm just going to attack over it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, it's cool. I see what they're going for. It's a very nifty combo, and I know Cable's very excited for this.
Oh, yeah, Cable's definitely building this. Because this is, like, his dream because he's been trying to make Shu Yulin Alphamon be a thing.
So, like, I get what they're going for here. I like it. It's interesting. It's like a fun little, I can Digivolve from the trash without using without just using a Tama.
It was from the hand, by the way. This Evo's from the hand.
Oh, is it from the hand?
I think you're thinking of the other support we're getting in future sets.
The one we've already a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, I know that the whole little combo is that, but yeah, you're right. So I mean, interesting, cool. I think it's a very good card in its like little archetype, but I don't see it competing against some other decks.
I think it will lose to the format it's in, but yeah, it does seem like a cool archetype. Darkdramon. Hey, they went back to Darkdramon being your top end.
Well, this is the This is the part of Chaosmon.
Oh yeah, true. So I guess they had to do that.
Yeah.
When you would play this card, if there's a Digimon with the boss trait, reduce the play cost by 6. By returning 6 cards with the D-Brigade trait from your trash to the top of the deck, reduce the play cost by another 6, so you could play it for 1 memory potentially. On play / when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost less than or equal to the play cost of one of the cards among them. Trash the revealed cards. End of your turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Chaosmon in your hand.
Okay, so again, I see that what they're trying to go with for this and the Tank Dramon.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems so weird.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen the Leomon yet, so where's the boss?
I'm assuming we're going
Other Bancho Leomons we've already gotten.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, but those don't even go in any of these decks.
You just gotta hard play them.
Yeah, dude, you just EVO into it.
Is there a black and green Bancho that I'm not thinking of?
I don't think
You mean
so.
Leomon?
I mean,
Is Heavy Leo boss or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say he's machine.
It has to be Bancho. It has to be Bancho Leomon.
I think all the Banchos are green or yellow.
That's what I'm thinking too. Okay,
All right,
maybe we just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not in this
It'll
set,
come
I
out
can
in
tell you
6 sets from now.
Yeah, we have three Banchos.
It's not what brand?
It's not in this set. We have 3
Okay,
Bancho
alright.
Leos, and that's the original BT4. We have the BT13, and then you have the EX5.
Then where are they getting this boss from? Did they
So-
just not give us the final piece? Did we
I
miss
mean,
it?
you can play Bancho Mamemon.
Does it have boss in its traits?
It does,
Yeah.
and he's black.
Like a mafia. He's like a mafia boss.
There you go. You play Mamimon Tribal.
What the hell? You're telling me they just didn't? Okay. All right,
Screw 'em,
Bandai.
dude.
Thanks, Bandai.
Syakumon X
Bandai straight
Antibody.
up said FUGGEM.
Eat me?
No, FUGGEM.
Yeah, what does EM stand for?
It's not an acronym.
Fudge 'em.
Oh,
He's trying to say.
I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay. I was
not an
thinking FU space GG
Yeah.
space EM.
Listen, Brandon was trying to keep it family friendly.
I understand that now. I was just confused.
Yeah.
Syakumon X Antibody evils on top of Syakumon for 0, otherwise purple or blue for 1. Start of your main phase / when Digivolving, your opponent may trash 1 Digimon card in their hand. If they don't, gain 1 memory. Inheritable when attacking once per turn, draw 1 and trash 1 card in your hand.
So this is
Okay.
basically like Leviathan support, right?
I think so.
Leviathan support.
I think this is
That's not
Leviathan
bad.
support.
I like that. It's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Nifty. Sure.
Uh,
It's not terrible. Oh my god. What are
Lotmon X
they?
Antibody.
No,
Evils
I'm
and-
not cool with. No, I'm
Evils
not
on
cool
top
with either of these
of-
X mount. No.
Kokomon and Lotmon for 0, otherwise purple or green for 1. On play / when Digivolving by trashing 1 card in your hand, 1 of your Digimon gets 3000 DP for the turn. Who cares? Inheritable your turn once per turn. When an effect plays, 1 of your Digimon draw 1.
I mean, it's definitely worse than the Terriermon.
It 100% is. I don't think you play this.
No.
No, you don't. I mean, just looking at it, you don't.
Why are the Lotmon's ears holding hands?
Don't. I don't. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
This Doberman looks sick.
Yeah. Dobermon. On play / when Digivolving, 1 of your Digimon gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable, your turn once per turn. When an effect plays, 1 of your Digimon, draw 1. So I guess this is more Leviathan support.
Okay, you
Or
just don't play
Lilith.
this card. Cool.
Yeah, I don't
Lilith
think you play this.
Or not Lilith, Anubis before it got hit.
Anubis from 6 months ago, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Gesomon X Antibody, also Leviathan support, I'm assuming. Is on top of Gesso for 0, otherwise purple or blue for 3. On play / when Digivolving, if Gesomon or X Antibody is in the Digimon Digivolution cards, trash any 3 cards under 1 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then 1 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers without cards under it can't suspend to the end of their turn. Inheritable, when attacking once per turn, draw 1 and trash 1 card in your hand.
Oh, and ironically, you could play this in the Bond deck I was playing. That's kind of hilarious.
You could.
It's bad, but I mean, okay, it's not bad.
I think it's
shouldn't say it
bad.
like
I think if you put it in your bond deck, it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant when I said it's bad.
Yeah. Maybe one day. Maybe when we get the Where's Leviamon, that clearly this is for.
Right.
Oh,
The one for
Demon Lord.
Then we have
my
Sethmon. Has armor form in
What
its
the hell is that?
I don't even think
He's
it
like
knows.
He's like a toad
What
thing.
the hell? A toad thing? What the hell?
It eats on top of
Sean.
Vmon for 2 memory. Has armor purge.
That's a Vmon?
Apparently.
Was.
Or it evolves on top of
Was a
purple for
Vmon.
3. Yeah, it was Vmon. When Digivolving / when attacking, not once per turn, you may choose one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to that Digimon's DP and your chosen Digimon.
Chris, don't you know this is Vmon if you love him?
This is the love egg?
I think so, because which one is
That's terrifying.
Hawkmon's?
It's love.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Okay.
I love how you
Now
can
hear
see
me
the
out.
Aquilon above it.
Yeah,
Not Aquilon, whatever he's called.
And you can see Vmon. Oh, you can't
And
see
then
him.
this abomination is just standing there.
Vmon is right here.
Alright, hear me out.
No.
So you have a 15. Okay, good.
Oh, were you going to suggest an out to MagnaX? Hear me out. Your opponent forgets to trigger MagnaX.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
You have a 15k body and you have this.
No,
You have to
remember,
blow up
Chris,
your
MagnaX
body
just
and they
never
just armor
activated.
purge and laugh at you.
Yeah, I know.
Then you raid
Whole
into
point.
it.
Yeah, you
God.
right into it.
Mad Leomon, he looks very
Oh my
angry.
god, he looks like a Dark Souls boss.
Yeah. He's on top of Leol or Elecmon for 2, otherwise purple or green for 3.
It's Bagra support.
It is when attacking, the Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with Leomon in its name from your hand or trash. Inheritable end of attack. By deleting this Digimon, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. This is also just heavy Leo support.
Yeah.
So I was wrong.
better
This is
having
actually a Bloodborne boss.
Hmm.
Okay. Arukenimon.
Yeah, that's what you said. Blocker. On play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Trash 2 purple cards among them. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. On deletion from your trash, you may play 1 tamer card with Myotismon in its text without the same name as one of your tamers without paying the cost.
What is that? Okay.
It's Myotismon support, obviously,
But
but
they didn't want it to be too strong.
they were like, yo, we don't want Myotismon to randomly be tier 1.
What is the point of that research?
Yeah, good job, Bandai. You successfully achieved not making Myotismon tier 1.
They said, "Hey, purple's been a menace lately. Let's cool
I
down."
mean, that is fair, but they limited the bad part, like the clearly Myotismon support part of the card, whatever.
Yeah. God, what a bag of dicks.
Yeah, Mummymon, Retaliation. On play, draw 2, then trash 2 cards in your hand. On deletion, from your trash, you may play 1 tamer card with Myotismon in its text without the same name as one of your tamers without paying the cost.
I love the way you
Whatever.
said retal. You were like retaliation.
You
Yeah.
know what these 2 cards needed to be able to do?
Not
needed
suck
to
a
be
bag.
like- They needed to be like the Dark Master cards where they're the like level 5s where you on play them and then they
can
have like
delete
the
themselves.
they can delete themselves and then like do the Myotismon stuff, because I think that's what made the Dark Master cards like decent, was their searchers were just like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna give you 6 memory, but I'm getting a Dark Master out of this, so it works.
Yeah. Climbon. He's on top of level 4 with Pulsemon and text for 3, otherwise purple or yellow for 3. When Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, draw 2, then trash 1 card in your hand. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, you may play 1 Digimon card with 6,000 DP or less and Pulsemon and its text from your trash without paying the cost. At the next time your opponent's turn ends, delete that Digimon. Inheritable end of attack once per turn. If this Digimon has Pulsemon and its text by trashing the top card of your security stack, unsuspend this Digimon.
Those are words.
Whatever.
Climb
Those-
on, more like climb on this dick.
Yes.
Okay.
Climb on the bulk pile because you're not going in a deck. Cerberusmon, on play / when Digivolve, you may return 1 Digimon card with the Dark Animal or Shaman trait from the trash to the hand. Inheritable, your turn once per turn. When an effect plays one of your Digimon gains Rush for the turn. So yeah, this is Anubis support, like you said earlier.
Yeah, I was Anubis.
Until they decided, guys, sorry, we screwed up.
They 100% did. Anubis Pawn was a mistake.
Because these cards were already in the works, and they were still ready to support that card.
Yep. Good news. We're about to have back-to-back good cards.
Let's go.
Yay.
So Lugermon, Eve's on top of level 4 with SOC trait for 3, otherwise purple or red for 4. When Digivolving, by trashing 2 cards in your hand, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. If this effect didn't delete, you may play one level 4 or lower card with the SOC trait from your trash without paying the cost. All turns when one of your other Digimon with the SOC trait is deleted, this Digimon with a Tamer card with the SOC trait in its sources may Digivolve into Finra Lugamon from your trash without paying the cost. Inheritable end of attack once per turn. If your opponent has 1 or more memory, unsuspend this Digimon.
Jesus Christ. Do they want to put any more text on this? This is a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah, this replaces one of your level 5s in Finra moving forward.
Oh, yeah. Too bad I'm probably not playing that deck.
Yeah, I don't think I've posted any of the content, but I tested against Ben when he was playing Lugamon with the new stuff in it. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Were you playing Magna?
Why?
It was before I switched to Magna.
Oh, okay.
I think this deck could maybe, if you open well enough and see your pieces fast enough, that's the problem. You have to get to it before they can get to it.
Yeah, it's literally
because
clock.
If you're playing if you're playing the yellow vaccine version, you just out recover their aggression and slam MagnaX and say GG.
Well, he's saying you have to OTK them.
Oh, well, good luck doing that before they get a chance to set their MagnaX.
Well, I was gonna say with Alliance, can you get big enough to do anything?
I mean, you can get bigger than MagnaX.
The problem is they're just not gonna block that attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine because you have reboot on it, right? On your Finra Lugamon?
You don't have reboot.
It suspends when you play dudes out.
Okay, so just don't do the second attack.
This one in particular is he doesn't have the inheritable to unsuspend you.
Yeah, he does.
It's built into his text, but
yeah, him and the other soul can both unsuspend you.
Oh yeah. Okay, ignore me. Yeah, his inheritable does unsuspend. Yeah. It's just not when you play a dude. It's when you have more than 1 memory on
10 of attack. Side. So like with these new cards, you can literally promote the newer Lugamon, swing with it, and then combo up all the way into a Fin with all of your discard effects.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty.
So like once we get the next wave of support where you have a level 7, you can promote a rookie with 1 memory and swing with it and combo into a level 7 and then still be at 2 memory on your opponent's side to be your turn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fun fact. Prepare yourself. Yeah. Balmon was a mistake. Should have been once per
Our turn.
Yep.
Nah, Balmon's so fair compared to MagnaX.
He's not wrong.
I'm with that dog now.
I mean, I guess when you compare them, yes, but still. So yeah, this is a really good card. Also, Dynabemon. Spoilers, you play this in Lugamon as well.
Really?
Yeah, it
kind of replaces Chimera.
Yeah, it replaces Chimera.
Okay.
DNA Evos, level 4 purple, red level 4. And then it has Raid and Partition. When Digivolving. If DNA Digivolving, you may play 1 level 5 or low Digimon card with the free trait from your trash without paying the cost. Then one of your Digimon gains Rush for the turn and may attack a player. Inheritables Partition.
Well, wait, I'm sorry. It says if DNA Digivolving, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with the free trait. So, we don't play this in Purpurial Digimon, do we?
Yeah, you play in Purpurial as well. You can. You don't have to, but you can.
Because I'm trying to remember the combo. How do the level 5s DNA again? Do they do it from trash?
It's the inheritable of the level 4s. It's an end of turn effect.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so yeah, you could definitely play this in there. Okay.
Also, he's a super rare.
Yeah, he's a super rare. He's really good. What? It makes sense that he's a super rare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool. The Sol Luger is an uncommon, and then the Dino Bee's a super rare.
The Dino Bee's better.
Yeah.
So Lugamon plays Ukomon, which is a free trait. It also can play itself because it's a free trait. So if it's in trash, you can just play another one. And then I don't know if you for sure play it, but Ben was playing Sethmon, and Sethmon's a dark animal, but also has free trait.
Huh.
It's like there's several
Pretty-
targets you can play back with this effect.
Pretty nutty.
Yeah.
And you give the card
I
rush,
guess.
so it's like it comes out and immediately can swing.
You can give that rush or something else. You don't have to give the card you play rush.
I could
So,
see
like-
people playing the Sethmon because you would play it off of this, and then you could do the Sethmon, give it rush, and then like blow something up if you need to.
Yeah.
So you could theoretically now cut the Black Gato.
I
if you
don't
really
think you
wanted
play
to,
Black Auto anymore.
because you have the ability to give rush to anything now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, this is a very good card. Pheromon. On play / when Digivolving, delete one level 4 or lower Digimon. That is a mandatory effect, so if your opponent doesn't have one, you have to blow up yours. Your turn, once per turn, when an effect deletes another Digimon, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with the Undead or Dark Animal trait from your trash without paying the cost.
This card's so
Okay.
bad.
Pack filler.
Next
say
card.
Yeah, very cool.
Next
This will be
card.
good removal in the pre-release because it just pops level 4s.
Yeah, you gotta pop those armor
Ooh.
forms.
Yeah,
Come
do
back
you vote your
back.
armor form? Cherubi X Antibody. Eves on top of Cherubi for 2, otherwise purple or green for 5. Has Alliance. When evolving / when attacking, this is once per turn. You may play one level 4 or lower yellow or green Digimon card from your hand or trash without paying the cost. End of your turn. Once per turn, if Cherubimon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon level 4 or lower. Delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. For each of your other Digimon, add 1 to the maximum level this effect can choose. So this is like Lugamon, but it's end of turn.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it'll be like a level 5, right? Because if you're alliancing, hopefully you have a second body on the board, which
It's
most of the times in this deck you do.
I mean, this lets you play one for free, so bare minimum, I would assume
Right.
it's a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so hear
Cool,
me
cool,
out.
cool,
No,
cool.
I'm just kidding.
There's the starter deck Cherubimon also lets you play a body. So
Yeah.
if you play starter deck, that's a body. Evo into this guy, that's another body. So that's level 6 right there that you can blow up. This is effect.
Yeah.
And then you're probably playing the double Typhoon card as well.
Oh yeah, I would assume you'd play that in this. This is like the actual Alliance version of the deck support.
Yeah.
Shroudmon, cover your ears. It has Pulsemon in its text.
No!
Evo's, so it's a level 6. The Evo's for 5 memory. Hopefully it's good. Evo's on
What?
top of level 5 with Pulsemon and text for 5 or purple or yellow for 5. When Digivolving / end of attack once per turn. If you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. All turns when the Digimon would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects. If you have 3 or more security cards, by trashing the top card of your security stack, prevent it from leaving. On deletion, recover +1 until you have 3 security cards.
This
Nope,
card
never
is-
mind, it sucks.
Water. Doggeth of water.
Like, it's cool that it has basically built-in protection from removal. Because this is the all turns effect is not once per turn. It just if you have 2 or fewer security, you can't trigger it.
Yeah, but if he dies, you can recover, guys. You're not seeing the full picture here.
Yeah, I probably will never see the full picture. Interesting boss monster, not good enough for the Pulsemon archetype though. Do better, Bandai.
Nothing's good enough for that.
Yeah, Malomyotismon. When Digivolving / when attacking, not once per turn. By deleting one of your Digimon or Tamers, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If this effect didn't delete one of your opponent's Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Tamers. All turns once per turn. When one of your other Digimon or Tamers is deleted by an effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Evos for 5 memory on purple. This is actually good Malomyotismon support.
It's a very good card.
You Evo into this and blow up one of your dudes, and then that'll play another Malomyotismon out. That Malomyotismon will trash the top card of your opponent's security stack and delete something else.
Too bad, deck still bad.
Yeah, it's a shame the archetype itself is still kind of bad, slow, and clunky, but this is definitely good support for it. You could probably play this at locals and probably go like 2-2 or whatever.
2-2.
Yeah, I was gonna say X2.
Yeah, and have a good time while you lose. Yeah, it seems cool. Just the archetype itself is just slow and clunky.
All right, Child Abuser.
Hey, it's another good
Sorry,
card.
come on.
Ukomon. Evos for 1 memory on top of any color. Your turn once per turn. When one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon or Tamer card among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck, and you may hatch in your breeding area. This will include itself moving from breeding to battle area for those of you that are unaware. So you promote this guy, search, and then hatch again.
Yep. Worth.
Yeah, this is objectively better than the other Ukomon we have, because searching is much better than memory gain. And the search is literally anything besides options.
Yep. Worth.
Yeah, this is a really good card. Prepare to see this in a lot of decks just because they don't have enough rookies to fill out their deck.
Yep.
Then we
You can
have...
even play this in Grace Nova.
I mean, you can, but at that point, like, you have enough stuff. You have enough rookies in level 4s where you don't really need to. Then we have this potato-looking mofo. This artwork is awful. He looks like stoned out of his gourd.
Dude, you didn't see the movie. That's
I did not, thank God, based on your review of it.
That's what he looks like, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, in the movie, he's definitely more hentai out.
He looks high out of his mind. Big Ukomon. On deletion, Evos for 5 on top of any color. On deletion, return all Tamers to their owner's hands. Then you may play 1 Tamer card from your hand and 1 Ukomon from your trash without paying the cost. End of your turn once per turn by returning 1 Digi-Egg card from your trash at the bottom of the Digi-Egg deck. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. Then you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand to the breeding area without paying the cost.
If I remember correctly, I think Numamon might play a copy or 2 of this. Because they already play the Ukos and the Louis.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to play Louis to play this.
That played this.
I don't know what this is. Kind of like a level 6 version of the Ukos, where like if you don't have level 6s, maybe you play this in some number. But I don't really know what this would fit into otherwise.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes more sense when you see the Louis.
Yeah, it is a super rare, so it's taking up a super rare slot.
Oh God.
Yep. Then we have Yoli and Kari. Start of your main phase. You may play 1 Hawkmon or Salamon from your hand without paying the cost. At the next time your opponent's turn ends, return the Digimon to the hand. Your turn, one of your Digimon digivolves into a red or yellow Digimon by suspending this tamer. Gain 1 memory. If DNA digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, at least you gotta play a free Digimon.
It'd be a real shame if someone just had a Pillowmon sitting on the field.
Yeah, for real. Now here we go. This is what I'm talking about right here.
Davis and Ken, start of your main phase. You may play 1 Vmon or Wormmon from your hand without paying the cost. At the next time your opponent's turn ends, return that Digimon to the hand. Your turn, one of your Digimon digivolves into a blue or green Digimon by suspending its tamer. Gain 1 memory. If DNA digivolving, trash any 3 sources of your opponent's Digimon.
So you're never.
So you don't need to play the BT12 Pyodramon.
Yeah, this does it for you. There you go.
You're never. No, I'm not even talking about that. Okay, I'm talking about Pyodramon here. That's all we care about. You're never gonna get that one part where you gain the memory, but being able to play a second level 3 for free speeds up that deck so fast.
Yeah. That will be very good for Properial.
Yes.
Just
Sean,
the free body.
Sean,
what?
We're doing it right?
No, it's not MagnaX. He's not playing it.
Yeah.
We're playing Properial Dramon, right?
You can play it. Ben will build it.
Sean. I
already sold my Properial stuff, dude. I do not own the deck anymore.
This guy.
The deck sucks, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Hacker Judge.
Hacker Judge.
A dumb name.
Name funny. Also created as Leon Alexander.
We were talking about Cracker Fang that one time we were doing reveals, and we were like, oh, is that the first tamer to have not just a name? And somebody was like, Hacker Judge. And then I thought of it the other day. I was like, we're both wrong. We literally have Digimon Emperor. That's not his name.
Yeah, but it's not his rule treated as whatever.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's not a Ken Ichijoji card.
This is a dumb name.
I don't like the way he's looking at us.
Yeah, that's smirk, yeah. Security. Play this card without paying the cost. Shocker. Start of your turn, so it's a memory setter. So that's your memory to 3. Main, Mind Link with one of your Digimon with Pulsemon in its text. Obviously, this card's awful. Inheritable. All turns, while this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text, it gains Blocker and Barrier. End of all turns, you can play it out for free.
Sure, Blocker and Barrier are cool, but it's in a terrible deck.
Yeah, in order to Mind Link into this card, I guess you could play this. Never mind, it has to have Pulsemon in the text to get the effects. Never mind, ignore me. I was going to say you could Evo and a yellow hybrid on top of it, but it still has to have Pulsemon in the text.
Okay.
Sorry, you suck.
Yep. Kosuke, I believe is how you say this.
Yeah, it's the tamer from earlier you didn't want to read.
SOC in the traits. Security, play without paying the cost. It is a memory setter. Main, Mind Link to one of your Digimon with the X antibody or SOC trait. All turns inheritable. While this Digimon has the X antibody or SOC trait, it gains Piercing and Blocker. So they have Collision and Piercing, which is pretty filthy.
Filthy indeed.
Yeah, end of all turns, you can play it out for free.
Because this is the one you're using for the Doru.
Yeah, but I feel like
you could play both.
Yeah,
I feel like the shoe would be.
The shoe is not a memory setter.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Can you mind? You can't Mind Link 2 tamers, right? Underneath a Digimon.
No, it has to be no tamer cards in the sources.
Okay.
So you can't.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, I understand the whole piercing thing, but I would rather use the Alliance and Reboot with Shu, because you would want to beat if we're just talking about specific matchups, you want to be able to beat over like a MagnaX or like attack over it, if whatever. Like the piercing's cool, but the Alliance option makes it to where you're big enough to at least have the option to deal with it.
I agree with you. I think maybe it's like a 4-6 ratio or something like that, or you can even do 3-3. That way you have piercing for the matchups where it's beneficial for you because they're not going to be big and stuff like that.
Because the piercing won't even go through the MagnaX because it just armor purges, so you don't even get the piercing.
Correct.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Cool card. Piercing with collision is pretty ignorant.
Agreed.
I mean, at least he's not looking at you like a smug jerk off.
He's looking at you like he thinks you just farted. And he caught a whiff.
Spoilers, he's sad and depressed because I think he's one of the bad guys in the comics.
Okay, cool. I'd still rather spend a day with him than the other guy.
Yeah, Cody and TK. Start of your main phase, you may play one Armadillomon or Patamon without paying the cost. Next time your opponent's turn ends, return it to the hand. Your turn, one of your Digimon digivolves into a black or yellow Digimon. By suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. If DNA digivolving, de-evo one of your opponent's Digimon.
Okay. I like de-evo. It's just unfortunate it's in a really bad deck.
Yeah, this is the Shikuamon deck.
Yeah.
Also, I guess you could play Chaosmon as a top end in this deck as well.
Yeah.
Arukinimon and Mummymon. Your turn, when a Arukinimon or Mummymon would be played from your hand, by deleting this tamer, reduce the play cost by 3.
Okay.
Okay. On deletion, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with Myotismon in its text from your trash without paying the cost. Delete that Digimon at the end of your opponent's turn. So this is the other tamer you play in this deck, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's not bad. At least you have a way to reduce the Mummymon and Arukinimon.
It's
but
cool
still,
because
I feel like it's still slow. It's still very slow.
Yeah. So like this doesn't really give you any value until you play one of them or Evo into the Mallow to delete it.
Yeah.
But like if you have this on the field, you delete it to play one of those guys for cheap, and then you just play this card back with their effect, which is interesting.
Like I could see you getting into like a cool little rotation of like you're doing your stuff, but still it's just like, how does this deck win? Like what do we like? I guess we're trashing security and stuff like that, but like, it still feels very slow.
It's slow and clunky.
Cotton, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Louis. So this is a memory setting Louis. Main, once per turn, by deleting one of your Ukamon and trashing one of your Digimon in the breeding area, you may play one big Ukamon in your breeding area from your hand for a cost of 3.
Okay, that's bad.
No, I mean it's got like a combo. I've seen.
Well, yeah, we just read the combo.
Yeah, it's literally just a 3-piece combo right there with the big Uko.
Yeah, that seems really mid.
Lame.
Beastly Storm, Dance of Affection. That is
Okay.
3 cost.
Just wait for it, Sean. Wait for it. I can't wait for you to read the entire card off.
3 cost option, red and yellow. Main, you may play 1 Akilomon or Gatomon from your hand without paying the cost. Then 2 of your Digimon may DNA evolve into a Digimon card in your hand. The Digimon in this effect, DNA evolved, may gain security attack +1 for the turn and attack a player. Security, you may play 1 Hawkmon or Salamon from your hand or trash without paying the cost and add this card to the hand.
That's not bad. I mean, okay, cool. We're trying to turbo out bad cards. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
At least, listen, if you want to build these decks, at least they're trying to give you like cards to do it. You know, like go have fun.
Go
have fun. Just like these are cool cards. Like for the like, I know we're crapping all over all these cards and stuff.
It's unfortunate
They are objectively bad.
The same set.
The issue is the format they're being printed into.
Yes, like this is a very cool card.
They're all in the same set, so it's just like trudging through waste of mediocrity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Invincible Dragon Insect Fusion. What?
These next two are going to do the exact same thing as that one, except for their cards.
No, Sparkle of Destiny is completely different. Look at it.
Yeah, dude. 3 cost.
Digimon doesn't get one.
Blue-green. Main, you may play 1 X Vmon or Stingmon from your hand without paying the cost. Then 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. To the end of your opponent's turn, the Digimon this effect DNA Digivolved can't be deleted in battle and gains blocker. Security, you may play a Vmon or Wormmon from your hand or trash without paying the cost and add this card to the hand.
Cool.
Yep. Dope.
It would have been way better if it was hand or trash. Playable if it said hand or trash.
You mean the main effect?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could play this. This would let you play the better X Vmon and Stingmons for 3 memory instead of 4, but it adds cards to your combo.
Yeah.
Sparkle of Destiny, 3 cost yellow option. If you have a green Digimon, you may use this card ignoring its color requirements. Main, 1 of your Digimon with Gargomon or Rapidmon in its name may Digivolve into a card with Rapidmon in its name from your hand, ignoring its Digivolution requirements without paying the cost. The Digimon that Digivolved with this effect can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Security, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon card with Terriermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying the cost and add this card to the hand.
Hold on. We missed a card, right?
No, it's coming.
You were joking. You were. Okay, I was gonna say because there's no way they didn't do that. Okay, I was gonna say there's no way.
Yeah, calm down.
Okay,
sound there.
okay, good. I was gonna say black hits enough.
They're in the order of colors. Calm down.
Yeah. Good. All right, listen.
Yeah. So this lets you warp Evo into your Rapidmon X.
Yes.
That will.
Very
It's
good
not
card.
as good as MagnaX.
It's not as good as the MagnaX option that we got in like BT9, I think. The Awakening.
Yeah,
card.
Awakening.
Yeah.
It's still a very Rapidmon X is obviously not as good as MagnaX. I still think it's a very good card.
It is.
And I think it could compete. It's just unfortunate that it gets outshined by MagnaX so bad.
All right, Sean. Before you scroll down to the next page, read the one on the far right.
I'll read it when I get to it. I already know.
Yes, good.
Dragon Breath, 4 cost yellow option. Main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow card or 1 card with a 4-grade dragon trait among them to your hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck, then place this card in your battle area. Main delay, you may place 1 trial of the 4-grade dragons from your hand into your battle area or trash 1 card with the 4-grade dragons trait in your hand. If you did, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP until the end of their turn. Security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP until the end of their turn, then place this card into your battle area.
I'm really surprised they're still trying... Yeah, I'm surprised they're still trying to give the 4-grade dragons deck like support. Like, it just seems so random.
I mean, they
here's
randomly release support for all archetypes. Like, they're just...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. When was the last time you had any Agumon Tribal? You know, BT14? Ew.
Yeah, I wouldn't even count that as Greymon support.
Yeah.
You can play this for free off the Goldramon X because it has 4 great dragons in trait.
Okay, cool.
Then we have LOL Shine of B, 7 cost green option. Main, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon unless they're MagnaX. Then return all of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest DP to the bottom of the deck unless they're MagnaX. All of your Digimon get plus 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Security activates main effect.
Hey, at least you get that final part.
Thanks for the 7 memory.
Irregardless
You're
of
welcome.
MagnaX.
Oh man,
So,
what a joke.
if your opponent forgets to activate MagnaX,
yes, very true. And they don't have something smaller than it on the field.
yeah.
He's just a lonely boy.
I mean, green just doesn't have very good removal, and I feel like you kind of have to play that because of the 3000 DP.
I think you're better off playing the giant missile from the starter deck.
I agree. I also think Giant Missile's probably just a better card.
At what point did you feel good about having an extra 3000 DP?
Never. I never felt good in that matchup, Sean. I don't think Giant Missile would have helped either.
If MagnaX is already suspended and you activate it, MagnaX won't unsuspend during my unsuspend phase, and I won't be able to unsuspend it until I trigger its effect. Just saying. Just
So you're
saying.
burning one of their attacks.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. 3-cost black option. Metropolitan Police Department, Community Safety Bureau, Cybercrime Division, Investigation Unit 11, Digimon Crime Response Team, DigiPolice Trade.
Yeah.
You were doing really good until you got to that last part.
Yeah. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with a D-Brigade or Digipolice Trade among them to the hand. Return the rest to the top of the deck. Then place this card in your battle area. Main, delay, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 card with a D-Brigade or Digipolice Trait and you play cost of 4 or less among them without paying the cost. Trash the rest. Security, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with a D-Brigade or Digipolice Trade among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Then place this card in your battle area.
Cool.
Just a good card.
So it's just
D-Brigade
straight up
card.
replaces Pride, huh?
Yeah, it just replaces Pride.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the same exact thing for Mist for Luga here in a second.
Ancient Angel of Steel. 3-cost black yellow option. Main, you may play 1 Ankylomon or Angemon from your hand without paying the cost. Then 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. If DNA Digivolve by its effect, recover +1. Security, you may play 1 Armadillomon or Patamon from your hand or trash without paying the cost and add it to your hand.
Cool. Does what the other guys do.
Yep.
Yep.
Doryu Jin, 6-cost black option. Main, if you have a Digimon with Dorugramon in its name, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers with a play cost of 4 or less. Then delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. Security, activate this main effect.
I mean, okay, it's Tamer removal, and at least it's also deleting Digimon. Like a couple sets ago, it would just stopped after it said delete a Tamer.
Yeah, so you could just play this in a generic black deck because the last sentence always happens. Then delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost, which is interesting.
I mean, for 6 costs, that's not awful.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, once your opponent sees it, they can play around it. But if they don't see it before they get blown out by it, it could be bad for them. This is going to go in Caleb's deck for surezies, though.
Yeah, at least it's a security effect is just activate this card's main effect and not just add to hand.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a cool card.
Okay, here we go with the... Also, by the way, the reason why Lugamon is so good is because he is the main pro tag in the comics, and he's actually the good guy.
I would not have guessed that. He seems evil AF.
Yeah. He's the main pro tag.
Say that to both Pulsemon and Gamamon, and then come back to me with that.
Oh yeah,
because they're both pro tags, and they're both treated like garbage.
No, they have tried and will continue to give those cards support. They just happen to land it with this one.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Demon Wolf of the Castle of Nine Wolves. Okay. Purple 3-cost option. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. Add 1 card with the SOC trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. For this effect, added a card. Trash 1 card in your hand. Then place this card in the battle area. Main, delay. You may play 1 card with the SOC trait from your trash with a play cost reduced by 2. Security, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the SOC trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. If this effect added a card. Trash 1 card in your hand. Then place this card in the battle area.
Seems pretty good. Probably replaces some cards in the deck, huh?
I don't even know if you play it anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I don't think it replaces training
slow.
cards.
No,
it seems kind of slow.
Training.
I think if you still
Also,
played Mist, it would have replaced that, but I don't think it replaces trainings.
Also, the fact that it only reduces play cost by 2, and you have to trigger it. You can't just activate it like while going through your combos or something like that.
Yeah. This is awkward for the deck and how it functions now. I'm curious what their thought process was when they printed this card.
Like, if you don't have a level 3, you can pop a level 3 out onto the board with it for 1, and then go into your Wombo combo. But usually with your level 3s and stacks and stuff like that, you want to be able to swing. So
I think this card would have been infinitely better if the delay effect was just the training effect.
yeah,
Just
agreed.
reduce Evo into an SOC trait by 2. I think that you would play this as a 4 of.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, interesting. Thunder Flame Crusher, 6 cost, purple yellow option. While you have a Digimon or Tamer with Pulsemon in its text, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. When you would use this card, by trashing the top card of your security stack until you have at least 3 security cards left, reduce the use cost by 2 for each card trashed.
Okay.
Main, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. Then if you have 2 or fewer security cards, place this card at the bottom of your security stack. Security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 15,000 DP for the turn.
It's actually not a bad card.
It's not. The issue is...
Unironically, the best Pulsemon card we've gotten this entire set.
And the fact that you don't even have to play this in a Pulsemon deck. You can just, play
this in
this.
security control.
Yeah, you can just play this in SetCon.
Okay.
You can play this as a 2-cost option in SetCon.
Well, I don't even know if I would trash cards unless you were forced to. But the fact that you can... It's removal that then recovers into 15,000 DP removal in your security.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a new option for security control. Pulsemon still sucks. The fact that it's even written on the card is irrelevant. I think this is just a security control support card. All right, now on to the second best secret, Rapidmon X Antibody. It is a yellow-green level 6, evos on top of yellow-green level 5s for 3 memory, or evos on top of Rapidmon for 4 memory, has Armor Purge. When Digivolving, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon, then the Digimon may attack. All turns while Rapidmon or X Antibody is in the Digimon's sources, all of your opponent's suspended Digimon get minus 4,000 DP for the turn. All turns once per turn when an opponent's Digimon is deleted in battle or by having 0 DP, gain 2 memory.
Still a very good card.
He's not immune to effects, so
Correct.
he's not good.
He is a very silly card. That if we weren't getting the second secret in the set, he potentially might be in the running for best card in the set.
Yeah. Like, this is probably going to end up being like a $10 to $15 card just because of the card next to him.
Yeah. But the Rapidmon X is a good card. It's just the issue is it's not as good as the next card. Magnemon,
Right, I'm sure you guys have been tired of us talking about this card. Let's just read him out.
Magnemon X Antibody. He is yellow, blue, black, level 6.
Ridiculous.
So Heaven's Judgment with just him on the field is 24,000 DP in increments of 6k. Rule treated as having free in its traits, but it is a vaccine. How convenient. It evos on top of level 5 yellow, blue, or black for 4 memory. Or it evos on top of 2-color Magnemon in name for 5. It has blocker and armor purge. When Digivolving, if Magnemon X Antibody or a card with the armor form trait is in the Digimon's sources, this Digimon isn't affected by your opponent's effects and gets 3,000 DP into the end of your opponent's turn. Then unsuspend this Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when a card is removed from a security stack, any security stack, you may activate one of the Digimon's When Digivolving effects. Hey, look, it's the When Digivolving effect again. It's immune, 3,000 DP, unsuspended.
So, for those of you who do not understand why we have been talking about this card since last week, essentially, it's because he is the first ever truly unaffected by anything card. You can't hit him with a bomb. You can't hit him with it.
Mother.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's incorrect, Brandon. We literally just talked about Mother.
It's Mother.
Mother.
Okay, but Mother is a static card. It just sits there.
It's still unaffected.
This one
Yeah, it's still unaffected.
What you said is incorrect. Mother is unaffected, and Belphemon Sleep Mode is unaffected.
Yeah, but those are gimmicks. This is a dude who's actually doing stuff.
Shut up, Brandon.
He is a better card, but he has the same immunity that they do.
I thought you were gonna say tricolor card.
I thought he was too. I thought he was gonna say first tricolor card, which it is. It's a tricolor card.
Why does this not digivolve for more than 4? first off?
That's a really good question.
This should be
Yeah.
Digivolving for 6.
You know what? It evo's for
in
4
this
because it
set-
only has 12,000 DP.
We
No,
have cards
okay,
in this set that are way worse than this that evo for 5.
Like the Shroud Bond or
Tyrant-
whatever that the Pulse Mon level 6 was.
Tyrant
The 2X
Digivolves for
antibody-
6.
Yeah, the 2x antibody.
Tyrant gets to
sixes.
play a dude for free though, man. That's so silly.
Okay, Tyrant Digivolves for 6. And on top of that, you can Digivolve on top of another level 6 for 2. This one can skip an entire level for 5.
For one
And
extra
Digivolve
memory.
just for 1 extra, and then 4. Why is this not cost more to Digivolve? Why is this a card? It'll get hit. Watch, Bandai will hit this card. We'll have a month of it, and then they'll hit it. Once they see the results that every single tournament is yellow vaccine, this card, no one's going to want to play anymore because all the mirror matches are going to be absolute cancer. This card will get hit. They will not Apoclium on this. They will wait for everyone to get their cards, spend the money, then they will hit it. That's the true counter to this card. Bandai coming in and hitting this card.
The only way
It's the truth.
The only way they don't put it to 1 is if they do a if A then B.
There's
kind of ban
nothing.
list, but there's no. You have to put so many cards.
You would have to list like 30 cards.
Yeah, like basically, this card can only be used in an armor deck.
Yeah, you can't choice restrict this card. It would.
There will be like 3. There will be like 3 decks that people will try and play. There'll be this one, armor. Okay, so there'll be multiples. There'll be like Magnamon decks, Magnamon X antibody decks, Rush style decks, and then Raid War Greymon. That'll be it. Because you'll have the people that are like, okay, we either need to rush them down fast enough before they can go into it, or spam the board with so many bodies he can't protect, block enough times. Which, okay, sure, guys. Guess what happens when your Numamons and Platinum Numamons come out? They don't have rush. They can't do that. Okay, they're not going to be able to swarm it fast enough, unfortunately. Maybe you can try, but if they're playing Yellow Vaccine, they're just going to out-recover you, go into this, and then just beat you slowly. They're going to beat you off real slowly like a cheap prostitute. And then Raid War Greymon, you're going to have the players who are going to go just get big enough to attack over him. He will then armor purge. You'll have to raid into that again, and then they'll go, okay, well, here's another one. That's it. Mirage Galgamon, what's that do against this?
This deck does nothing. Unironically, decks like Millifloop.
Oh, a Tyrant, I guess.
Unironically, decks like Millifloop that just don't care about checking your security are probably going to be like somewhat played now, just because you can just mill them out.
Yeah, you could potentially do a strategy like that to where you legitimately don't care about the MagnaX.
Yeah, like Magidra Mill. Like I remember, Sean, you were playing Magidra Mill.
Well, I was just playing Magidra Gallant, and I had the option of milling people out, but it wasn't like the primary strategy.
Yeah. Like, because Setcon can't do anything against this thing. You can't touch it. Like, so Setcon's probably going to drop off. Any deck that literally just cannot out-aggro is going to drop off. This is a true, to God, meta-defining card.
It is meta warping.
Like, this
the meta will be warped
reason,
around this card in its effect.
Yeah, this
The
is
only
a
reason
Pokemon
why-
card, too.
Yes, I was going to say the only reason why I didn't see play in Japan when it
it's
came
all-
out was because,
They had
still
a couple
Pokemon
weeks-
was running.
Well, because Pokemon got banned at the beginning of January for them.
Right.
So they had-
after the ban.
Yeah, afterwards, then you started seeing this.
Okay. Yep. That's
I can't
Listen,
wait.
this is a C tier set with a 10-star card.
Mhm.
Yep.
There are some good cards in this, some good cores that you can use for some decks if you want to play them.
Mhm.
I hate
But-
this set.
But Magna's the real star here. That is what you're getting the set for. And people like Brandon who only like 1-2 decks, okay, they're going to hate this because nothing they play is being supported in this because it's one of those sets where it's just like, hey, we're very focused on these certain decks, and that's it. So,
You know
I
what
don't know.
this reminds me of? It reminds me of Machine Dramon.
Yeah.
When it first came out and actually had proper support like BT12, where you just built one dude who just sat there and stopped your opponent from playing.
Yeah. It reminds me of Machine Dramon, where it's just a stack that's basically unkillable.
Except for this.
Oh my god,
better.
this is.
This is better.
Oh my god, this is my worst matchup. Hatches Dorimon. What is he playing? Alphamon?
Yeah, why are you worried about that?
Oh, yeah. I hope you guys are ready, dude. I'm going to punish you guys with this card.
I'm going to make sure we never get matched up.
Good. That means you won't be in the finals because I'll be raffle stomping everyone to the finals.
I will give you a bye every single round.
Go to comments. Go to comment questions.
All right.
God. I can't wait for all the comments to be like, but guys, this is how you answer it. But guys, this is how you deal with it.
It's like, yeah, okay, guys.
I went through the same checklist with Ben, and after careful consideration, I decided to join the dark side myself. There will be some times where I'm obviously not going to play it every week, just content for the channel, but that will be like one of the first decks I put on the channel for all of the for those of you that have been waiting for me to post the deck list. Comment question. This was posted an hour ago. Desmond Myler's 3114. What decks have the best odds into blue MagnaX? Not vaccine. Only meme answers, please.
Poop. Turn it into poop.
So I think he means the armor version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That matchup is so much easier.
It's infinitely easier because they can't just continuously trigger the effect every single turn for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, unironically, it's like Blast Evoing on them. Like, Zudomon Ace is unironically good. Vikemon Ace is unironically good. Because the Zudo, you just strip out the Magnas underneath it to make it to where it doesn't have armor form anymore. And then the the Vike just de-evos it.
Yeah.
Here's the weird part of that deck.
Garudamon Ace also would blow it up.
Yeah.
Here's the weird part of
it would armor.
Here's the weird part of that the armor rush deck with the MagnaX as the top end. It's a rush deck, but MagnaX is not like a rush card. Like, does that make sense? It's like a very but it's a very like control-y card. You know what I mean? Like,
is it?
It is because
it is it is not only an unstoppable force, it is also the immovable wall.
Immovable object, yeah. It's the superpowers. It's Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. The mega powers, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
It's what is your opponent going to do? Swing over it? You're 18k. Okay.
I'm going to read this comment for you. It's not an actual question.
Oh, you're talking about the next one?
Last step 56. Tyrant is pretty good against Magna because can easily get bigger. Izzy from BT15 redirects, and you're immune to most of their best removal tools. The exception is options, and that's what Shivamon is for. Shivamon forces them to deal with them before they can deal with Tyrant, and that usually passes turn. And if you're actually bigger enough to swing over Tyrant, redirect him to another Digimon on the board. Tyrant also bottom decks by suspending something else, and the BT15 Modimon egg lets him attack at the end of their turn. Sometimes even letting them swing over another Digimon, pierce, trash security, and gain 1 or 2 memory. You do have extra security attacks from the Grand Quagmine Ace as well. Also, HBD in a Tyrant prevents Venusmon's effect from activating. Tyrant is stupidly solid deck for BT16. What are your thoughts about that, Chris? How do you feel?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I've been over this. I said this earlier. Okay, I agree. I wanted the Motimon. I thought the Niaramon with the extra 1000 DP during all turns would be neat. Okay, I threw the deck together, forgot about the Motimon, realized very soon. Like literally game 1, I realized it right away. Oh, Motimon's so much better because I can't get the Tyrant suspended outside of the end of the turn attack fast enough. Like, because as soon as you establish Magna, what am I going to do? Swing with my level 5? It's going to die. I can't Digivolve on top of that. So yes, I agree. Could the games have gone differently if I had Motimon? Maybe. I don't think it would have been crazy different. Yes, the deck is solid. It is good. it is not as consistent as the MagnaX. MagnaX has to literally do nothing at all to get bigger than your Tyrant. Your Tyrant's going to be big for like one turn. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. You can redirect the attack. Your opponent's not, unless your opponent's a moron and an idiot and they go, just attack, and you go, redirect, cool, armor purge away, go into another one. What did you accomplish? Yeah, what accomplished there, okay? Like, I get what you're saying. I agree. I think it could be.
Like, the Heaven's Judgment isn't live. Like, you have to have, like we said earlier,
You have to have
6-step plan versus 2-step plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. You have to have a lot more go right for you with Tyrant than you do Magna. That's all I'm saying. I agree. I played the deck poorly. It was my first time playing it. I didn't grind it out. But I can see how it could be. You could win against that matchup. I can see it. Like, it's possible. You just have to have a lot more go right for you. That's all I'm saying. I agree. It's a good deck. I'm not going to say it's not a good deck. It is. You find the right build, sure. You have all the right pieces in your hand, sure. But you have to have a lot more go right for you.
Yep.
Or you could just ignore all of it and just play Jesmon GX Magna X.
Yeah, you could play GX.
That's dangerous. I'm telling you, once I saw that combo.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what the armor version plays as GX. That way they kind of can be abused.
No, I think they just slotted in.
It was just Jesmon. It was Jesmon into Jesmon GX into Magna X Tuck, and then they were just like, get over
it. I saw them like promote and just like I have to try and find the clip for you. It's like a 10-second. It's like a 10-second part of the video. I had Brand come in. He literally promotes, goes into Jesmon GX, swings, tucks it under, unsuspends, checks all their security, and then just swings again. It was crazy.
Well, you have to be playing Jesmon, so
that's the biggest problem.
Yeah,
that is the big problem.
Play Jesmon GX can also play Magna X and just obliterate you.
D Lacey 1895 question: thoughts on black box evolutions? To mean, I think this means, to me, they seem too archetypal, making them only work in their design decks. Do you think black boxes should be more generic for other decks or stay somewhat how they are? P.S. I think BT16 rookies are kind of both the best and worst example for this.
I really like the idea of having alternate Evo conditions for your archetype and it encouraging you playing in that archetype, but it does kind of limit deck construction. Because if you look before we had the boxes, it was just like, yeah, this is my Omni Turbo deck. I've got 3 copies of Gabumon. I got 3 copies of Jamming Vmon. I've got 3 copies of Elecmon because he's a vanilla. Whereas nowadays, here's my Omni deck. It's Agumon.
Did you just go back to 1.0 format, Brandon?
It was just the first thing that popped in the head.
Jesus. My guy said vanilla.
Here's my Agumon. Here's my Agumon. Here's my Agumon. Here's my Agumon. He evos into my Greymon. Or my Greymon, or my Greymon.
Yeah, I get what Brandon's saying. Like, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep it like archetype specific, but like that limits deck creativity. You know, like I get they probably just think, oh, things will just get too wild if they have all these other different cards in there. But if we just keep it like narrow,
it feels like sometimes you're being punished for trying to be creative. Because it's going to cost more to Evo into this card.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be like not as optimal because you don't get the full effect.
Literally, be honest. Do any of those level 3s from that set we just read off, do they massively change any other decks if they just Digivolve for 0?
No. I think those are terrible.
They're bad.
Like, okay, first of all, you separated.
It's going to suck because most of our level 3s Evo for 1.
So think about it. It sucks because you already separated them. Like the Vmon is blue-red, right? And then they changed and they was like Digivolve for Demi onto Demi Vmon for 0, right? And then its other one is what, green-blue? It's like Digivolve for 1.
I think it's purple-green.
Purple-green for 1. Like, what purple or green deck is gonna seriously massively change that deck to where it's like Digivolve for 0?
Who in their like design department thought, guys, we can't make these rookies that good. Make sure they evo for 1 on anything else.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb and it just doesn't make sense.
Like I could see it making sense for other cards, like Gabu X is a good example. If you're not playing Sunamon, you're evoing for 1. But that card is generically a very good card, hence why I got limited to 1. But that Vmon, like, what?
The thing is, with the Gabu X, I think they could have made it evo for 0, and it wouldn't have mattered, because when you evo into it in raising, but the inheritable is only good if you're Garu or Omni.
Yes.
It's like, who cares?
So you're playing the archetype anyway.
Yeah. I think the rookies were a mistake. I think they should have evoed for 0. I like the black boxes. I think they're cool. I think them doing this weird thing where they went to this set where it's like completely different colors.
Yeah.
I think that makes 0 sense. How the hell are you supposed to build a deck with these colors that's not specifically what they are basically telling you have to play in the deck? I think that's bad because that limits deck building. I like the alternate evo conditions and the more expensive generic ones. I liked that because you could still like put those in other decks. It would just like make it slightly more expensive. I don't like BT16 though, how they've just made it completely different colors that make no sense, to where they're like, F you, you're playing it how we want you to play it. You build this deck.
Going forward, we've seen, because this is the only set we hadn't done our weekly reveals for as of yet, I don't remember ever seeing another set that has most of the level 3s be damn near unplayable.
Yeah,
like
and then level 4s are the same way in the set. Like, both of those make no sense.
It's like, this is such an isolated set, and it's like, it's so bad.
It's really
this is
weird.
honestly like bottom set.
It's literally like it's BT8 Part 2, but way worse.
It feels like an EX1 set.
As far as just like the playability.
EX1 had like Machine Dramon and then like a couple cards.
Ice Wall.
And then Ice Wall, and then nothing else. And then this set's like MagnaX, Rapid X, Tyrant, and then nothing else. Valkyrie Ace.
There's
it's got
also
there's
Grand Kawaga Ace and like the Soul Luger, but like it's basically a set where there's like less than 10 cards that are actually going to see like competitive play.
Yeah.
You know what we should do after this? We should totally do a set tier list where we go through and tier the sets released.
Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see that.
BT1 is up top.
This is F tier. Which one?
1.0.
1.0.
Back when the game was super simple.
Yeah, we could do a tier list for starter decks too. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Just, dude, if we had mulligans all the way back in the day,
this game would have felt so much better.
Yes. Digicord, and this is not a question, but I wanted to read it, said they will never hit MagnaX. The only card I think will get whacked is Heaven's Judgment.
No, get out of here. What?
I think
why would they hit?
I think there's a non-zero chance that MagnaX eventually sees the list at some point.
That's an out-of-pocket comment. That is a MagnaX player right there coping.
Yeah. I, having been abused by it and abused it myself, I would not be surprised if it makes its way onto the limited list at some point.
I would agree with him with that. Not the MagnaX not getting hit part. The Heaven's Judgment part. If its security effect also said activate this card's main effect, that would also be stupid. But it's capped at 12,000. So that's okay, because imagine it got hit out of security while you had the MagnaX on the field. That's wild. So at least it's only 12k.
Well, if the MagnaX hasn't triggered its effect yet, it deletes the MagnaX.
No, I meant like if you're the one who had your security checked. Like you have the MagnaX and they check your security and it's a Heaven's Judgment.
Oh, yeah. It's only 12K.
And then it's like, minus 24k to and you just kill their whole board.
Oh, yeah.
That would be broken.
It would be much better if it were just activate main.
Right. So again, that's why I think Heaven's Judgments is at least somewhat, okay, because its security effect is just a base 12k.
Yeah, it's relatively balanced.
But its main effect is very good, and I've been telling everyone, hey, this card's so good.
Yeah, the fact we have a 3-color card now that can
Yep.
just abuse that is pretty nutty.
It's not the only 3-color card we have either.
Yep.
We eventually get more.
Oh yeah, let me just Imperial Ace your entire board. Oh, he's also part green. Heaven's Judgment. Paladin mode on top of a Heaven's Judgment.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Crimson 35124 says, if you Venusmon versus MagnaX on your turn, wouldn't they be unable to activate immunity on their turn? Would only be an opening for a turn, though. That is correct. Venusmon would stop them from triggering their immunity. The issue is you have to answer it on your turn, which you most likely could do. But yeah, Venusmon's a good answer to MagnaX.
I guess what the whole idea is to Venus, and then the next turn you have to like go into like MagnaX somehow, just to like, because you got to try and get ahead of your opponent.
Well, you Venusmon them, and that stops them from getting immunity, and then you just kill it on your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you're an idiot and you activate it yourself. Yeah, promote Patamon.
Yeah, you would have to be very careful not to remove a card from either security stack until after you killed the MagnaX, which is doable. Patamon is technically optional because your security is a hidden area.
Well, I could just see the opponent being like, all right, activate Pata. All right, grab this, Evo, draw. All right, activate MagnaX.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, that would
I'm
be
telling
a
you,
misplay.
We're gonna be getting a bunch of rule sharks. There will be. You have to pay attention and catch your opponent. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to, because you know they're gonna be people who don't say it. Because I'm like that too. Like, where if I know my opponent knows what my cards do. Like last night playing against Sean when we were playing D Reaper and stuff, I wasn't saying all my effects. I was just doing it because he knows. Like I don't have to say it. But like if you're playing on like an online tournament and you're in the mirror match and your opponent doesn't say activate Magnum on X, you're just gonna have to call them on it.
It's optional, so if they don't say it, the assumption is they didn't activate it.
I hate to say it, and I don't like rule sharks like that. Like I think
I don't think that's rule sharking.
You need to.
Right. I mean, you're right.
They need to know.
Yeah. It's not rule sharking, but it's definitely like if your opponent, was like assumed.
BM.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would say that. I think that's the fault of the player that has the MagnaX if they don't declare the effect, because it's optional. It's not like you don't have a choice.
Yeah, I'm saying like just make sure you call them on it, saying, "Hey, you didn't say it."
Yeah, if you didn't declare the effect, you didn't trigger it. So.
They have to. Like if you touch your security, and they don't say it, it's off that. Even if they're like, "Well, you did though, so it happened." Nope. No, that's not how that works. So also, just make sure you guys are paying attention.
Real quick before we move on to the next one, the Red Prince, I see you. That's the one who said, if the problem is me or the deck.
Oh, yeah. It's clearly you.
Yeah. I mean, I only went undefeated last round. I mean, what do I know?
Oh, my God. What's the next one, Sean?
Let's see. I'm going to read it just because it's basically what you just said. Dareday436 says, people may not like this, but you are going to have to bust your opponent's balls when it comes to MagnaX because its all turns effect is optional. If they use things like TK or Pata to proc protection and they forget to declare that they are using protection and move on to something else, that is on them. This is one of the strongest cards in the game in a deck that can get aggro very fast, especially with tools like Fire Rocket. Do not be passive. Do not ask them, are they using the effect? It's an optional effect. They paid the price when they decided to play it. In parentheses, just like Brandon playing Melga.
Ha!
It'd be like that.
Yep. It sucks, but it's the truth. Like you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Your opponent doesn't say it. They didn't say it. That's on them. And guess what? It's gonna happen to me multiple times if I play the card. I already know it. I'm gonna forget. I'm not gonna be paying attention. I'm gonna be looking at my hand, thinking about my next upcoming turn. They're gonna do something, and I'm gonna forget. That's just how I am, unfortunately.
Yeah. You won't be the only one.
Yeah.
That was the last comment question.
Okay. Well, read that. What did that one guy say about Brandon? Something about is it Brandon or is it the deck?
That's what Brandon just referenced.
Yeah, I want to revisit that. Do we think it's the deck or the guy who's sitting in the chair? What do we
I
think,
mean,
Sean?
I think it's Brandon.
Yeah, it's clearly
agreed.
me.
I think it's
You know, if I'm playing a deck and all my level 3s are holding hands at the bottom, it's definitely my fault.
I mean, you're the one that shuffled your deck.
I
My
will
opponent
say
doesn't
I love the little storyline we have going on between me and Bran, where we're not doing the handshakes, where we just like and people don't know it. Like if they don't know like where it starts,
They're
like what
wow,
happens.
so
They come in,
salty.
yeah, they come in, they're like, they're not even shaking each other's hands. Like that one player must have been super salty.
Yeah.
I explained to the guy in the comment section. I was like, he was talking mad-ish all game, and like he didn't deserve it.
Absolutely not.
I love it. It's so funny.
There was a comment on one of our last games where I think somebody called you like you were steamed, and you were like,
Yeah, steamed. Yep.
And I was like, yeah, dude's a whole steamed vegetable. People don't get the brother rivalry.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't get it. All right, Brandon, do the recap. Some of us have to use the bathroom really, really bad. I knew I should have gone before we started this. I was mistaken.
I am very hungry.
Oh yeah, me and Ian
I
go out to. We're probably gonna grab some food.
See, I actually was smart this time, Sean. When I woke up with that headache, I was like, let me eat real quick, and then because eating does help with a headache sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me eat, and then I took some Advil, and I was like, oh, it's gone within a couple hours. Sweet.
Yeah, I didn't prioritize eating or anything because you didn't respond to my message. So I was like, oh, we might not be doing it early because if he still has a migraine, but.
No.
Then like, you responded at like 5 till, and you're like, it's gone.
Yeah, I was gone. Brandon was asleep, my guy. I had to go in there and wake him up. He was dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I told Sean.
He hopped on, and it was very clear he just woke up.
Like, I somehow couldn't fall asleep till past 2. And then even then... Yeah, I was just tossing, man.
Just go to sleep, dude. It's not that hard.
I was trying.
Just
and then even then, like, I finally fell asleep, and I was still waking up and periodically through the night. I have no idea what time, but like,
did you accidentally drink a 44-ounce no ice mellow yellow?
I mean, I had a root there.
You gotta do that military sleeping technique where you like
sleep with your eyes
your
open?
whole body.
Oh.
No, like you like relax your whole body and then like do like deep 6 to 7 second breathing. It actually is like really effective and works.
I've never done it
Also,
before.
you could just blink really, really fast for like a minute, and it tires your eyelids, so your eyes.
Yeah, it just makes your eyes tired. I can lay there with my eyes closed and just think about stuff and not fall asleep.
Yeah, what?
All right, Brandon,
Stop telling me.
Do the intro.
I want to eat breakfast, Brandon.
No,
come on, it's 2 o'clock.
My stomach hurts.
Oh yeah, man, that sucks for you.
You want me to poop my pants right here?
Honestly, yeah, that sounds pretty funny. Do it.
My stomach hurts so bad, dude.
Oh, we can start talking about food again. We had baked potatoes.
Shut the fuck up, Brandon.
I already told we had baked potatoes.
Yeah, but the comments don't know. They want to follow up the drama from last week. Chris admits.
I'm cutting all of this out. Shut up.
All right.
Sweet.
Excellent.
I almost said the wrong set, and I almost said EX16. I was like, that's
catch yourself.
Damn,
it is
dude.
an EX set.
Like 3
it is
years
an
into
EX
the future.
Set. Yeah.
All right. Have a good day.
Deuces, you as well.
Deuce.